guy called CoolBoyKain done a commentary on me, and it sucked. So now I'm coming back at him with another commentary of my own, and see just what he did wrong. It's revenge time, people.
As we see here, we see the lazy editor doing its daily routine, text and pictures. It's pretty common with creatures like these. Hush. Move carefully. It could see us. They don't like the sound of critique.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're making fun of my intro because it uses pictures and is text-based. What intro did I see just a minute ago that was also text-based? Oh wait, it was yours! So it's okay when you do it?
This is why you're stupid!
Nice way of misinterpreting my point. My point was that your intro was slapped together and was lazy. Now compare that to my intro, which is something that you don't show. Now the people who don't know my content doesn't know what my intro looks like. God knows what they're thinking.
What is CoolBoyKain's intro?
Well, it's like Isaac Johnson, so it's probably easy to see what it is.
What a hypocrite.
And this is just a side point, but you can stop with the stupid air quotations. The reason it's called Isaac Johnson Commentaries is to distinguish it from my other videos and help people find my updates or other information about my commentaries. What's this? A toilet? Guess you can flush that crap you call a brain down there.
You do realize that you can call it an update, response, talk, anything that isn't a flat out commentary, which the video isn't. Also, nice way to insult me, man. That definitely will get people on your side, and trust me, there is more to come. Criticize you? It's not gonna stop people from criticizing you. Especially for the fact that you are making a commentary unscripted. With the fact that you don't have a good track record, and it's not really a commentary. But if you think it is, then do what helps commentaries. Scripts!
Whether it's helpful to use a script or not isn't the point. It's unscripted. The whole point of the video is to give my personal thoughts as the video progressed, not to read from a script. So your point just died right there, just like the rest of the commentary will do shortly.
You can still give out your personal thoughts through a script, which can help you construct your points better. I mean, look at me. I'm getting out my personal thoughts on this video, and look how good it is. You didn't bring anything new to the table, unless I'm missing something? Which, give an example, would help.
You know, I'm very glad you brought up giving examples of things, because you are going to contradict yourself very shortly with that kind of garbage.
With this contradiction, which we'll get to later, how does this disprove my point in the slightest? All you're doing is like, my point? Then, oh look, something else, let's pay attention to that! No, it's not. It's a good game though. Well developed points. So freaking original.
No. It's a good game though. Yeah, that's exactly how I said that. Not something more intelligent like, all games have to be played in a certain way. Elaborate. Guess someone's forehead is bigger than their IQ. And also, you didn't give an example of where I actually did this and on what commentary this actually happened in, so there's the contradiction.
It's great that I have a big forehead because I can still make better points than you. Also, it doesn't change the fact that your commentaries was nothing but no. And it wasn't that you said it directly, but your commentary was just like that in a nutshell.
So, you know, you can criticize it, but just remember, I am not doing this seriously. So I can pick any topic that interests me. And that's what interested me, a few trolls. And is that wrong? No, it's not. I think we should all agree that it isn't.
Just watching this part furthers the point that you're shielding from criticism.
You know, I'm guessing you purposely ignored the entire section where I said, so, you know, you can criticize it. What's that? I'm shielding from criticism? After just stating, so, you know, you can criticize it, Well, I think there's only one appropriate response to this.
This is why you're stupid.
By how you worded your sentence, you sounded like you can criticize me, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to listen to you, even though all the things I'm doing is pointless. So no you. And if you didn't want to sound like that, maybe you should have, I don't know, script your video. This is why, yet again, scripting is a good idea. Final thoughts? How about you try to eat my spaghetti and you'll understand why your commentary was crap.
Whoa, I guess I'm back. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, shit, what can I do today? I mean, I've left my channel for years now, and it's all dusty, not as good as it used to be. Back in, like 2015, that I had all this fun to do, making videos, ranting, gameplay, and it was such a beautiful time back then. But now, I got shit. I got nothing to do. I got... what? I mean, 150 subscribers? That's it? 150. That's the same thing I left. I didn't gain any followers. So I guess that my previous videos were garbage back then. And to be honest, they kind of are garbage. I mean, to look back then, it's like, oh my god, actually thinking about it. 2015 was an awful year for me. I did nothing. I had nothing. I gained nothing. I had no money. And now, well, I mean, I used to be popular, now I'm semi-popular. That's just not good anymore. I used to like that. I used to like being the popular one, and now I'm just a semi-popular guy. Why does anybody like this? Semi-popular isn't as cool as being the popular one. The talk about guy. The guy that people love, that the ladies love, that the guys want to be. I don't have that power anymore. I do not have that sense of popularity anymore. And now I'm to the wayside, which I hate, with all the people that I don't even know who they are. They're awkward as hell.
Yes, you guys aren't seeing things. I'm really doing a commentary on Future Blood.
You are? Fawn, quickly! Get this man some help! Okay, don't worry. Help is on the way.
In the marmalade forest, between the make-believe trees, in a cottage cheese cottage, lives Albie.
God, your intro music makes me hate One Direction so much.
Okay, this line is not only is for you, but the T-Jesta. Okay, if you guys didn't like his intro, then you could have skipped it. It's not that hard. If you guys didn't like it, then you could have just skipped it.
Okay, we get it. Move on with the show already.
Welcome back to Joey Rant. When I was a kid, was
that supposed to be a joke, or are you just really unscripted?
He's using a script. In his other videos, like his commentary on the T-Jesta, I can't believe I didn't do a commentary on him on that video. But, Joseph said that he was using a script. You should have listened to the other videos before making this one.
How do you know that he uses a script in this video? Do you got any personal details? Tell us! Please tell us! Also, you could have said that he's speaking well in this video, unlike you. Another thing you can also say that he could have learned his lesson from that previous video.
Ben is hard. 90s kid from top of the fourth wall is a perfect depiction of Ben. I know he's a dead horse, but I do what I want. Ben is a creepy fucko.
Was that supposed to be a joke? If it is, I'm not laughing. Also, you can rant whatever you want on the internet, but you can't rant on a dead horse, because there's every single rant about Ben the Looney. You know? Just saying.
So, why didn't you make this point earlier? If you had made this point earlier, then it would made sense. I mean, you should have made this point when he said, "I do not want."
Even though it can also apply to what he just said.
His top 10 anime women helps prove this fact. He states he finds it sexually attractive when women roughly his age pee, and he calls it the occasional bathroom footage. Also, his censorship rant also has proved this fact when he says if he could, he would make videos of himself naked for sex appeal.
Okay, I will agree with you there. Maybe it's kind of creepy that he made that weird rant about censorship, but here's the thing. If somebody finds whatever women attractive and sexy, they like it, good for them.
No argument? Nor skipping card? Okay.
Side note, because I don't know where to put this in, it's called My Little Pony, not ponies, asshole.
Okay, two things. One, you should keep your opinions to yourselves ever since you said the top and the fourth wall is good. Secondly, I know you haven't read a comic book, but I'm pretty sure this guy, Ben the Looney, could be a pretty obvious troll.
Oh my god! What the heck is up with no skipping card?
Adapted the comic books very, very well. How the hell did you know that? When did Linkara review the Teen Titans Go to Tokyo arc?
Okay, can you speak loudly, because I can barely hear you what you just said at that point. And of course he states the Teen Titans Go show, but he was just complaining about the comics to make sure what is wrong with the Teen Titans Go episodes.
What?
For the love of mashed potato samurai, please use a skipping card.
And that was the end of the video. Overall, I did not like this video because he was basically stealing the T-Justice video. He was being a hypocrite in the video, and this video I did not like. Okay, Future Blood, I know that you're just getting into commentaries, but here's some advice. Get a downloader. Please use your avatars on your big computer. So yeah, Sean Sampson out, and I'll see you in my next commentary. And the next commentary is going to be on Rhino Mills. See ya.
Illuminati Guy 34. He's a ripoff of I Wait Commentary, aka MacBoy Redux, to the very root. How? First off, I Wait Commentary's sense of humor. I'll link a few videos in the description to back up my point.
Why would you just put an example in the video? It will save us a lot more time. Heck, if people didn't look at the link, then they won't get your point.
Second, Illuminati Guy 34 has the same voice as I Wait Commentary. Are these gentlemen long-lost brothers? There's a possibility. Listen to their voices and you'll see what I mean.
If you actually watch that whole thing through, you'd realize that he's not bitching about the cartridge itself, he's complaining about how the company's different.
Also, you said there shouldn't be a sacrifice in comedy, yet you're whining, oh, they're making jokes. I mean, make up your mind, man.
And you could have easily used this to audio dubbed while he was setting everything up. Also, he ends up dragging this point out much longer than necessary, so skipping!
Are you fucking kidding me? Really? 2 out of 3? Oh yeah, it supports his claim, even though it didn't. You even admit it didn't take place at a school. Are you fucking stupid?
While I don't have the greatest headphones in the world, I could still tell the difference between their voices.
Third problem. Illuminati Guy 34 is a social media whore. Don't believe me? According to the search engine on Google, Illuminati Guy 34 has a Facebook, Twitter, and DeviantArt account, which I will elaborate later on why it's a big deal. Much like everyone else that wants to be popular on YouTube, Illuminati Guy 34 will use these sites to help spread his elitist agenda, so channels including mine will forever be ridiculed. This is the kind of guy that has helped get popular channels terminated for violating community guidelines, even though there is no evidence to prove it.
Any examples of what channels you got taken down? No? I guess we should act like sheeps then.
Problem. Encyclopedia Dramatica. According to his commentary on my rant on John Enter, he cut away the evidence I presented courtesy of Encyclopedia Dramatica over John Enter being a ripoff. Illuminati Guy 34 didn't just cut away to state the obvious and skipped. He cut me off in the middle of my point.
He skipped it because, as he stated, Wikipedia Dramatica is a satirical site, making your point fall through.
You know why I don't do commentaries? Simple. Introduce my video. Talk about the user in question. Find an avatar. Let the user in question be introduced. Cut away. Continue to the video. Cut away. And the cycle keeps repeating. That's why, in my opinion, the ranting community is better than the commentary community.
How is it better? You never explained how is it good. You only explained the quote-unquote bad things in the CC. Also, name good ranters to prove your point.
Maybe you should try it sometime, Illuminati Guy 34. Back on the Encyclopedia Dramatica thing. He griped about Encyclopedia Dramatica being a satirical site. Now here's my main problem with Illuminati Guy 34. He claims it's a satirical site, yet he griped about it in several rants on his DeviantArt account. Therefore he's actually taking it seriously, thus making him a butthurt hypocrite.
No, he got serious because someone said the site is fact.
Illuminati Guy 34, calm down, will you? Just because Encyclopedia Dramatica is a satirical site does not mean it can't present factual evidence. Not counting the docs of many people, there are reasons why people earn spots on that site. Whether it's internet drama from the likes of Chris Chan, Max 3, Cinnamon Red 1, or stupid skits from Smosh or Ray William Johnson, there are factual truths that get people to visit the site constantly. Final problem, his beef with me. Oh yes, I saved the best for last, and here's what makes him look like Eustace Bag, which is bad. It all started on March 1st, 2015, when I made 3 controversial videos. One of them being on John Ender for legitimately griping about his Patreon page. Another being on Rhino Mills. No, I'm not going to revise that rant, since it would be a lost cause among the fanboys of Rhino Mills. Even though I apologized in his parody on me, I still don't like Rhino. Then there's a third video he commented on, which is my 2 cents on Patreon. My point still stands on many things, including what I would personally support. Animation and cooking shows. So Illuminati Guy 34, you want to go to war with me, especially with all the crap talking you have done on social media? Guess what? I hereby declare war on Illuminati Guy 34. You elitist scumbag. You make me regret ever warring with RJ Bansma. Therefore, I want to apologize to RJ for what happened. Here are some examples of Illuminati Guy 34 talking crap on me courtesy of his DeviantArt account. Oh boy. This one is golden. He finally acknowledges that the username I gave him is better than his actual username. That's something Encyclopedia Dramatica ought to take notice of.
Isn't it me, or that comment isn't what he thinks it is? Nowhere it says that he likes the name.
Butthurt over the issue I just talked about. This evidence was seen on a commentary by Half-Boiled Hero, who should rename his channel Hard-Boiled Hero. This evidence is based on Illuminati Guy's complaint on the bunch of pseudo-intellectuals' commentary on John Enter's troll video. Illuminati Guy 34 went absolutely berserk over the people that commentated on it. Whether it was Ski Hound, Duke 86 Fan, The Masked Star Maker, and Hard-Boiled Hero, they all presented good points. Even Rhino Mills presented points in his video on John Enter.
Here's the thing. That video was 4 months ago! You might consider that he's regretting doing that.
There was also some controversy courtesy of Simply Mirrors when Illuminati Guy 34 commented on Rhino Mills as his true 5th commentary, and not his official 5th commentary, since he counted his 6th commentary on me. Don't that mean I'm his 7th victim? Here's another problem I personally have with Illuminati Guy 34. When I introduced myself in one of my videos, back when I was warring with TBone 2004, mind you, he immediately laughed and he said how silly my voice is, when his voice resembles ISAACtly commentary. Way to be such a hypocrite, Illuminati Guy 34. At least ISAACtly commentary is funnier than you. If he commentated on my videos, he would have taken me a lot more serious than you did. That laughter of yours immediately killed the impact of your commentary on me. Next time you do a commentary on me, get serious, Illuminati Guy 34.
Well, all comedy does not kill the mood of the video, as long as it doesn't come out of nowhere. Like, there's a complaint about death, then there's like a dancing monkey out of nowhere.
How would you like it if ISAACtly commentary laughed at your voice because it was similar to his? It would hurt you, wouldn't it? Now, in the light of me being a recent bandwagon of the commentary community, since the people of BOP are scared of me, I will say this though. Illuminati Guy 34 may have a couple of good videos out there, but why is he promoting Power Rangers, Transformers, and ponies? Oh yeah, to cover up the fact that he wants to kill people that oppose him, including myself. I wouldn't be surprised if him and his entourage of representatives from the Illuminati try to find me and kill me. To be serious though.
Wait, what? To be serious? Well then, the video felt okay. Well, I can't take it serious, so the video's bad. Guys, he made a joke, so the video's bad. There's nothing really to be said about the video. Okay. But to be serious, the video's bad because he brings up points that either are irrelevant or baseless facts.
So this video is going to have a lot of degrees. So if you're not good with degrees, I'll fill you in. I made a commentary on Deborah, according to this person I'm commentating on, which I can't pronounce her name. Sorry if that's such a big problem. Said girl that's commentating on me. And now here I am, commentating on her. And she presumably thinks that this is a rant. Okay then. But anyways, let's get started with the video, shall we?
Rant on a YouTuber.
And if you're wondering why I'm going to be nitpicking in this video, because this person thinks it's okay, because she does it a lot. But she's talking about the gay rights thing in the very beginning, which I'm not going to be commentating on. I'm just going to be commenting on all the nitpicks she does in this video.
So what you're saying is that she's wrong for nitpicking, so that means it's okay for you to nitpick. Trust me guys, he's gonna have this type of behavior throughout the whole video.
I want to see my bottle of piss I have on this guy, because this guy thinks that having gay rights is a good thing and that you should believe in it, which is complete bullcrap.
Okay then.
I've played through this video a billion times and I still can't tell if that was supposed to be a joke.
Oh poor stop, facts. I just wanted to tell you that was sarcasm, so please take your seat. It'll be much better like that.
Also, I like to point out the star fact that Deborah isn't a guy.
But if most people would pronounce it as Deborah, which would be probably pronounced if you were a guy, which is something that she nitpicks to the max at some point in this video, which I'm going to get to later.
Okay, either imply that nitpicking is wrong and don't do it, or do it and don't say it's wrong. This is coming off as it's okay for if I do it, but it's not okay if she do it. The hypocrisy is so strong in this one. I hope he strawmans because hypocrisy and strawman, that would be so good.
Her username is Deborah, literally.
Literally? Because this person spells D-E-B-O-R-A-H, which is presumably pronounced to some other people, Deborah. And I'm pretty sure if you're going to pronounce it as Deborah, it would be spelled D-E-B-R-A. And yet the person thinks I'm so stupid that I should still be in school, which you're going to cover that part later too.
Well, Deborah and Deborah are pronounced similarly. The difference is Deborah has a longer bruh than Deborah. But it's not Deborah, you're saying bore, not bruh. Like I said, sit back down.
Anyways, I decided to make this because she messaged me. I had talked to Starfax before, and I guess when I pointed out the truth to him, he blocked me.
I blocked you on accident. Get over it. I meant to block Deborah. Or what you think is called Deborah. Sorry that hurt your little feelings and it wasn't ponies, rainbows, and ice creams and unicorns. But that's just how life works. Mistakes are made.
How the heck do you block someone on accident? Because blocking people has so many steps you have to notice at some point that you're blocking the wrong user. I'll take YouTube as an example. You have to go to their account, which you can see the account name, so duh. Second, you go to their channel, seeing the account name and banner. Third, you go to the about section and still see their account name and banner. Then fourth, you block the user. But there are so many indications that you're blocking the wrong user. Well, actually, I can probably see that if it's an accident. If you're a brainless idiot who doesn't know how to spell the letter A. In the gay rights video, you stated that you blocked Zoo, remember?
And if you're wondering why I blocked that Fu girl, well, it's for the same reasons that I have the bottle of piss for Deborah Fred. So, yeah.
Now you're saying it's an accident. Wow. Backpedal much?
First, let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
I decided I'll stand up for her and make one back. So, he bashes her beliefs about gay rights.
Because she bashed my belief in gay rights. What I mean by this is, she said that her belief was in fact right, even though mine could be right too, because they're both just beliefs. So, you're gonna defend her and just look at her side of the story, but you're not gonna look at my side of the story? That really makes your argument fall apart there, doesn't it?
You're defending her? How could you? I mean, if you defended me, it'll be perfectly fine. But her? You're such a horrible human being to the nth degree!
Pretty much tries to shove the religion down her throat.
Insert recent comment that I just stated here.
And this one's funny. He whines.
So by your logic, commentating, or what you call ranting on someone, is in fact whining. But what are you doing here? You're quote-unquote ranting, so aren't you whining? Insert ambient noise here.
Nah, she's not whining, unlike you where you're strawmanning her. Wait, strawman hypocrisy? Yes! Oh yes, we're gonna eat good tonight!
First, let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
He says that he can't tell if she's stating her opinion or making an original comment. And
due to text.
Like,
what do you mean by text? You don't explain. Go directly to Joe. Don't pass go. Don't collect an attorney.
First nuggets.
Now that she posts such an original comment, he has to think of something more original.
I even stated it myself that I was being unoriginal because it made me so mad that she was being unoriginal.
I don't get that mentality of, oh, you're in the wrong, so I'm in the wrong. To me, it's just like, it's okay if I do it, but you, no way in hell you can't do that. It just shows how hypocritical you can be.
Sarcastically about her, wow, how original. Like, no, shut the up. Sit down and drink your Capri Sun.
I can't freaking stand it when someone ever says for me to be quiet, because that pretty much translates into, I hate free speech. You can't practice it, so be quiet. Let me just calm down. Okay, I'm back. I'm that 50% of people who can actually practice this stuff. So, you saying I can't talk about this just makes you look immature, which I'm gonna bring up this hypocrisy comment later. Again.
Well, he's not here, so I don't care. It was a joke, honey.
He also says that believing in gay rights isn't a belief, then tells us to Google the word belief.
The only reason why I said that was because she didn't know what it meant. It was obvious, because one belief isn't better than the other, because it's what you believe in. That's what the word belief means.
Which is funny because in the same gay rights video, you treated like your belief was right by saying, if homosexuality is natural, why did God want it man on women, not man on man or women on women? Geez, if you don't like your seat, just ask me and I can switch it out for you. I have some comfortable seats in the back if you want.
Come back when we know what it means. Okay, an acceptance that
Kid,
the statement is true.
Don't believe everything you see on the internet. When I tell you to look up the definition of something, I might say look it up, but it doesn't mean I want you to look it up straight from the internet. I want you to look it up from a book. Taking a part of something from the internet and saying that it's truthful makes you look freaking stupid because you believe everything that the internet thinks. And what I mean by calling you stupid? It's because they could say that 2 + 2 = 3, but not 4. Go on a dictionary, just any dictionary website, and type in belief, and come back to me when you know the real definition of belief.
You straight up said on the internet! But let's say that you meant the book and the internet's wrong. That would mean both the Oxford and Webster websites, which are the internet version of the books, are wrong due to it being on the internet. Meaning the books are also wrong, disproving your point of books being right.
Moving on. He says Deborah calls him a religious extremist, And he says whatever that means. He says that quite a few times in the video, so I'll define what an extremist is. This is...
I hate repeating myself, but here I really have to.
Hey buddy, if you don't want to repeat yourself, then skip it. Hey dude, I gave you a nicer seat this time. Sit in it!
First let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
Nice try though. You say her argument falls apart, even though there's tons of scientific proof that being homosexual isn't a choice. It's not a genetic thing.
I didn't say that being gay was genetic. In fact, I was saying the complete opposite. I said that being gay was a belief.
That would imply that being gay is a choice. Come on, man! I was so close to skipping the part. But you had it though. You had it though.
First let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
I myself don't know why I'm shy. I guess I just am. People scare me.
Kid, now I don't know if you know this, but you just said why you're shy. See, you just said because people scare me.
Nigga, if you had any brain cells in your head, you would understand that that's not the actual reason. It was a joke, honey.
His only proof is the Bible and the invisible man in the sky. So that's his logic.
Do you realize that that's not my logic, but rather God's logic? Because, I don't know, it came from the freaking Bible.
Which was created by people, not God.
I'd also like to state that retarded is offensive.
You're using it to make me look like I'm using retarded as a joke, when really, I'm saying it for reasons, you know? I mean, I say retarded because of the same reason why you called me stupid later in the video, which I will point up how that's wrong later in the video.
Joke or not, it doesn't change the fact that people can still find the word offensive, like she will explain. What do you don't like about your seat? Roll the clip. I just want to talk to him.
First let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
Do you know what the frick Star Fox originally originated from? It came from Star Fox, so I wouldn't get copyrighted because that's like my favorite game.
They'll definitely come after you, along with all the other thousands and thousands of people whose usernames are character names. There's literally people...
Kid, there is information that Nintendo needed to bring up to us. If you don't know about it, which obviously you don't, I'll fill you in. So, basically, Nintendo made a rule on YouTube saying that if you post Nintendo content, say for videos, then you'll get a copyright strike, and you'll have to pay. Now, seeing how I don't want to pay and get a copyright strike for my channel, I just simply changed the O in Star Fox to A to make it Star Fox. Because, apparently that's such a huge problem. And if you're wondering, yes, this makes her next point invalid.
That does not apply to names. You'll get a copyright strike for content, meaning videos, not names. She was going to fully explain if you wouldn't butt in.
So, he goes on for about a minute ranting about this. First of all, pretty sure she was just joking.
Congratulations. You're the 3% of people on this planet who can tell jokes through text.
Really? Where's the facts at, bruh? I mean, you didn't pull that out of your ass, right? Because that's nasty, bruh. You ain't nasty, right, bruh? Bruh.
First let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
And then he says, but that would be nitpicking. I want you to know that it's called nitpicking.
Kid, in the same statement, you just nitpicked right there. Remember when I said that I'm a human and I make mistakes? Yeah, I still make mistakes. It's suggested that you get over it.
That argument kind of comes off as, come on guys, I'm a human, please don't criticize me, I make mistakes. It's a weak attempt to hide from criticism.
Not trying to nitpick or anything.
Just because you say you're not trying to nitpick doesn't necessarily mean that you're not nitpicking. Because guess what? You just did.
Pot, kettle, black, get over it.
First let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
I because it's already changed. So your logic really doesn't make any sense.
Most of the stuff that you said in this video didn't make any sense either, including the nitpicking.
Nah, it's just that your mind can't handle reasonable logic.
Here's the part where she fails badly. So on Zap, he broke the rules and got banned. He makes 7 minutes crying about it. Well, guess what? By your logic, ranting is crying, so you spent like 14 plus minutes crying about my video. Congratulations.
Nah, unlike you, she was calm and rational about the situation, where you were just like, no you, no you, no you, no you!
And the video ends with a generic black screen. I mean, this was a real...
No, I ended the video right here! Your video was very crappy, you were strawmanning her, and you were acting like your belief was right, yet saying beliefs are opinions. You know what? I'm done! I'm gonna go shower in coconut cream pie.
Yo, what's up? It's the one and only hip-hop gamer. First off, let's just get right to it. I like to say one love and God bless, because that's...
You need to pray after I'm done with you.
Me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I do every time I do my videos. This is a sensitive subject. A lot of people was bothered by it. A lot of people actually supported it. It was cool, right? I did a video just to bring people up to speed that may see this for the first time and don't understand where it come from. So, I did a video, right? Talking about the Order 1886 and how it's like being a victim of racism.
There's the problem. How's criticizing a game for being short is on the same level as being beaten, sprayed with high pressure water, and being chased by dogs? Tell me how that's similar.
Like blacks in America. That was the title of it, right? Now, when you throw the racism word out there, a lot of people go crazy because it's a touchy subject. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people...
Yes, it's a sensitive subject, but in the way you use it, it makes you look like an insensitive prick.
And what I've done is something that's never been done, and people aren't used to it.
No one did it because it's stupid and makes you look like an insensitive prick.
Just had to say that because I've seen some comments like that, but it has nothing to do with slavery or nothing like that. I ain't say those words. I didn't even bring that up in my video. So once again, what is racism? Now the next thing is, what I did was I took the idea of what racism is, because racism is something that is taught. Okay? You got a lot of racist people when they teach that to generations of other people, and becomes a generational curse until someone in the family decides to break it. Okay? So, now, the idea of racism, what I did was I took the idea and I applied it to products, right? And before I even go further, in terms of my title, like Blacks in America, is because blacks deal with the most racism. But white people get treated unfairly. Asians, people, period, get treated unfairly. So racism isn't just about black and white, okay? So I just want to throw that out there. Now, the idea of racism, all I did was take what racism is, that hate, that negativity, that discrimination, all those negative energies, and applied it to products.
So rather than using the word hate, you use a word that's only applied to races. A word that people got killed because of. To criticism towards a game. Oh my god. What a prick.
Okay? Follow me, alright? Follow me. I'm kinda trying to dumb this down and talk a bit slower so people could have a better time understanding what I'm saying. So
add condescending with that too.
It's not for me, it's for you. Okay? Now, the idea of racism and applying it to products. For example, this is my first example. You could look at an Android and you could look at an iPhone, right? So you have some people out there that if I told them, check this out, I got a brand new iPhone 6 and the latest Samsung Galaxy, and I want you to try both of them out for 3 weeks, test them out, let me know what you think of these products when you get done with them. Right? Okay. Now, let's say the person says, oh, I can rock with the iPhone 6, but I'm not touching no Samsung. And I say, well, what's wrong with the Samsung? Why are you not going to mess with it? Oh, Samsung is trash, it's whack. I don't rock with Samsung, F Samsung. That joint it shouldn't even be made. It's horrible. And I ask you why you feel that way. And you say, because of Samsung. I'm like, you're not giving me a reason. You're just saying you don't like Samsung because it's Samsung. Now, let's stop right there for a second.
First off, it's their opinion. Second, unlike racism, it does not hurt the product. Unless the product has a race or at least a feeling, racism does not apply to it.
When you look at black, white, when you look at Asian, Latino, Japanese, whatever you want to call it, when you look at people and people that have the racist trait in them, that racist way about them and stuff like that, they'll look at you, and just because of who you are, just because you exist, just because of the color of your skin, just because of who you are, they don't want nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with the content of your character. It has nothing to do with whether you're smart, whether you're dumb, whether you're nice, whether you're mean. It has nothing to do with who you are. But it has something to do with what you are in terms of whether you're black or white or whatever. So when you think of that particular concept, it's the same way certain people...
Criticism is the same as racism. Okay then.
Being hateful, that's a form of racism. The only thing I did was apply that idea to products.
Even though you use the word only apply to humans.
Now, people are confused because products aren't people. So when you say race, you're not thinking of a phone or a video game or anything like that. When you say race, you're thinking of people. So everything in the video that I put out, people was talking about people when I was referring to product. And when you look at the way products are treated nowadays, it's exactly like how racism is done amongst people.
You're saying that criticism is a bad thing, which it isn't. So wanting someone to get better is wrong.
I hope you guys understand that. Now, let's move on. I have a video clip I want to share with you guys. I hope my video don't get flagged because sometimes when you put up videos, those things happen. But I'm going to show you a video clip. Now, this video clip, right? Please watch. Please pay attention. Rewind it if you need to. But it features a white girl in a barbershop in Harlem, right? Black girl cutting hair, cutting a black guy's hair, and the girl is the girlfriend of the black guy. That's just a little bit I'm going to tell you. Watch the video clip yourself, and we're going to talk more about this.
Basically what it is someone acting racist against someone who's dating someone of a different race. Someone who's defending that person. It's what you would do. Basically, you know what it is.
When you think about products, how many times have you seen in the video game industry, video games get attacked?
Sonic Boom is getting attacked by people called critics. Please say the Sonic Boom. Call it 161-991 Boom. Call now and you'll get this Sonic plush doll. Please save the Sonic Booms.
And in terms of like, yo, this game is whack or this game sucks. From people that don't even own the system that some of these games are played on. But they just following the pack, being negative and everything like that. See, that's not the industry that I remember.
Are you even talking about the right industry? Because criticism isn't something that's new. It's been around longer than games. Plus, people are given reasons why they dislike the game. Also, because the game is on your console doesn't mean you're supposed to like it.
It was never about, oh, it's 60 frames per second, so I can't touch it, or I don't like the way this game is only 5 hours, so I can't play it. Like, are you kidding me? Super Mario Brothers could be beaten like that, especially skipping levels, and you played that all day, every day, and had the best time of your life.
Consider the fact that it's short because of limitations. People are complaining about paying $60 for a 5-hour game that only has one mode. That's kind of like a ripoff.
Before we go to the next part of the video, a lot of people sent me a lot of mean comments, said a lot of nasty things towards me.
I checked the comments of that video and people weren't being mean. Yes, harsh, but that doesn't mean mean. They disagree with your video, your logic. Heck, even Black Bond said it was dumb. Granted, he said that's a lot of people, but still, Black Bond.
And all I'm going to say is God bless to those people that sent a lot of nasty things towards me. But the fact that you was nasty towards me and mean towards me, you didn't have to be that way. You could have just told me how you felt in a respectful, professional manner.
What I'm getting from him is that criticism is negative. Wanting someone to get better is negative.
Honorable manner, but you didn't. You want to know why? Because hate is so strong. Negativity has become the new normal. So being mean and being derogatory is a regular thing now. It's almost rare to see someone just purely happy and purely positive in any situation nowadays.
Really? Let me ask you this. Do you have joy in your life? Do you think getting better is wrong? Here's a question. Would you be happy with a bad game? Go outside and tell me there's no one happy out there.
Now, fanboys. Fanboys, I'm going to break this racial thing down so you can understand it even more. We get into the meat of this video. So fanboys, right? Here's an example. PS4 versus Xbox One versus Wii U versus PC. But they're all gaming platforms and y'all claim to be gamers. So if you claim to be gamers and real gamers, it don't matter where you game at. You just want to play games. Correct? It shouldn't matter what platform you play on as long as you're playing your games. Correct? If you're a real gamer. Am I right? Is that a correct statement? I'll give you a second to think about that while you're watching the video.
No.
Okay? All right. Now, let's break it down in racial type of terms. So let's say PS4 was black, Xbox One was Latino, Wii U was Japanese, and PC is white.
Why would you add race to them? They're not people, so they should not have races applied to them.
We are all humans. We all humans, right? But there's racism towards humans, right? You know what I'm saying? People look at you and be like, oh, I don't want nothing to do with you, forget this, blah, 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 just because you're black, or just because you're white, or just because you're whatever descent. But when you step out the house, your blackness or your whiteness, your Latino, your Japanese, that's your label. That's your descent. That's how people know who you are.
Yeah, that's your label, not your character. Your race matters. Jeez, the more I hear this guy speak, the more I want to slam my head against the wall.
So, when you deal with fanboys, what's the definition of a fanboy? A fanboy is someone that will play a PlayStation, only a PlayStation, nothing else, and they hate everything that's not PlayStation.
You got the most generalizing, subjective definition for a fanboy. A fanboy is someone who is a passionate fan of something. For example, I'm a Nintendo fanboy. Would I play games on other consoles? Yes, maybe, but I will still play games on other consoles though.
You see what I'm saying? Xbox fanboy. You love everything Xbox, hate everything else. Yet you call yourself a gamer and there's other areas you could game at. How do we know this to be true? Plenty of times. Ask yourselves, have you ever seen this where you could say, yo, I just got this new game on PS4, it's crazy, and somebody that's an Xbox fanboy be like, oh, it sucks, or it's corny, it's garbage, it's gonna fail, it's gonna be a 50 on Metacritic, it's nobody plays that trash, it's all the hate. Now, they don't own a PlayStation 4, never played the game, but immediately, the moment you own it and say something good about it, they're gonna tear it down. Have you ever seen someone get a brand new Nintendo Wii U game, or a brand new PC game, or a brand new whatever game, and the opposite side just tear it down, say it ain't shit? Has that happened to you? Or have you seen that happen?
Here's the thing. You can't change your race just like you can't change your opinion on a system. Hating someone because of their race makes you look like a jerk because they have no control of what race they are. Where games, you do, but you seem slightly a jerk because it's their opinion.
Now, people erupted and got all mad and was talking about everything that I never said. Did I say did I call anyone a racist in my video? Nope. I ain't call nobody racist. I ain't saying anything like that.
Well, in the video, you said that criticism is like racism. So basically, you call people racist.
And the reason why I'm talking about games is because gaming has a sentimental value to me too. You know, my grandmother passed away, but she taught me how to play video games. And my grandmother was born in 1934, I believe, so she dealt with racism at the peak too.
How would she feel if you said that what she dealt in the 60s are the same as wanting someone to get better? Yeah, not good.
Because one of my goals in the industry was always to bring gamers back together for the sake of gaming and having fun. We have a lot of power, obviously. You know, we have a lot of power with our voices, but we ain't shit if we always working against each other and always complaining and always bashing and always feeling this sense of entitlement.
Yeah, it's bad, but there's people out there who are helping each other and playing with each other. Also, how are you going to make people believe you if you said that racism is like criticism?
Us as gamers, whether you got a YouTube channel, whether you work at a website, whether you're a developer, a publisher, whatever, we're all still a team because we love the same things. And the more we diversify ourselves by staying away from one another because you like this and I like that, so we can't be cool or whatever, to me, I think that's nonsense and I think that's immature.
Yes, it's immature, but it doesn't mean everyone does it. Because you like something doesn't mean you should not like someone who doesn't like it. Doesn't mean that you should not like each other.
And as a person who care about the industry, if I'm doing something wrong, or if I'm down, or I'm hurting, or I'm messed up, or I misrepresent something, I expect y'all to come at me with love and respect and open arms. Be like, yo, hip-hop gamer, yo, Gerard Williams, you my dude, I got nothing but love for you. But right here, I think you should fix this. I think you should help. You don't got to take my advice, but I'm just trying to be a friend. And then it's up to me if I want to take the advice or whatever. But the fact that you reached out a helping hand, genuinely, I could...
Really? Because that's what they've been doing the whole time. What you said right there is what they really are doing. Not hating just to hate.
When you look at racism and you look how related to products, the video games that we love, right? Let's say, for example, let's say you're playing the PlayStation 4 and your PlayStation 4 breaks or dies and stuff like that, and you gotta wait to get a brand new PlayStation. Let's say you gotta wait a couple of weeks or whatever. Would you rather go weeks without playing any games because you're just so loyal to one system and you don't want to be a true gamer, you can only play PlayStation? Or if your PS4 go down, you still got the Xbox to play with, the PC to play with, the Wii U to play with, to get you over the hump. And then when your PlayStation 4 come back, you can rock with that, or vice versa with the Xbox or anything.
That logic can easily be applied to anything. Not everyone has money to buy game consoles. Heck, people can't buy games in general. I end the video right here. Hip Hop Gamer, let me tell you something. Shut up and listen to yourself. What you're saying is illogical to a T. Racism and criticism are far from being different. Yes, we might have the same interests, but doesn't mean we're gonna like each other. This is one of the worst videos I ever seen. One last thing. Grow up. Just grow up in general.
Hey YouTube, so no one's really made a video that honestly reviews the new Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U, so I guess I'll be the first one to tell you the truth about this game. And let me just start by saying this. This game sucks. That's right, it fucking blows. Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U is not a bad game on its own.
If it's not that bad, that means it doesn't suck.
A bad game on its own as a game, like if you just go pick this up and play for yourself, it's not, you'd have fun with it. But as a sequel to one of the best games of every Nintendo generation, it sucks.
Remember that.
Plain and simple. Biggest disappointment. Now, anyway, this game, what the fuck happened? Things were going so well. Between each generation, we saw vast improvements in graphics. We saw huge jumps. Look at this. Just look at this picture right here of Fox. It's crazy how much they changed. Now, from Super Smash Bros. Brawl to here, look at the difference. Honestly, dude, do you even need me to explain this? Like, just look.
Fox in the Wii U version looks better than he did in Brawl.
Like, you could say that's the same fucking game for all we know. Honestly, I could even go as far as to say that the Wii version looks better because I can see more detail on Fox's jacket here.
So HD looks worse than 480p?
Than I do in the Wii U version. And that moves me to my next topic, detail. They decreased the amount of detail that went into the character designs. And if you think I'm making this up, go ahead and look. Here's Mario in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. See, you can see the individual threads on the fabric of his jeans. Very detailed, very nice. Looks like he's under natural lighting. Here's Mario here for this generation. What the fuck? Are we going backwards? Where'd all the jeans? Where's the jean pattern on his overalls? It's going backwards, and I can actually explain why.
The cartoonier characters will get the less design, but be more flashier, and the realistic characters get more details.
Why? See, one of the huge reasons this game just blew and went backwards is because they tried to make the same game for the Nintendo DS just so they can cash in on extra copies for a separate console. And when they did that, they limited the ability of this game. Yeah, the Wii U is able to do more than the 3DS, but it still has to look true to the 3DS design. And because of that limitation, we have these simpler looking characters.
You expect a cartoon character to have more design?
That just blow, and it's a step backwards, and it's just so disappointing to see, especially if you had expectations like me, because I've been just every year I've just been astounded by Smash Bros. Every generation until now, and this is just unacceptable. Now, some of you Nintendo fanboys were gonna go ahead and say, oh, that's how the characters are meant to look.
Remember what I said.
They're more colorful and vibrant when they take out the details. That is just a fucking excuse for lazy game design. Okay, which one do you think took more effort? The Mario with plain blue overalls or the one with the jean pattern? Exactly. For those of you that wanted to argue for graphics that it's in HD now, therefore superior, that's bullshit, okay? HD was introduced 9 years ago when the Xbox 360 came around, okay? If you don't have HD by now, it doesn't even qualify as a game of this generation.
A game doesn't have to be HD to be 8th gen.
It is a minimum requirement to be HD, so don't even try to bring that up as an argument for graphics. Nintendo barely did their requirement. Even though it's in a higher resolution, it still manages to look worse than Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Alright, now let's go ahead and move on to gameplay. The gameplay is still there. The gameplay that we know and love, the fun Super Smash Bros. Gameplay that's been there for generations is still there. That fun multiplayer beat 'em up. But that is it. It's the same exact fucking thing, almost. almost. You know, you got your new Pokemon, you got your new assistant trophies, you got a couple of new items, but at the end of the day, you're playing the same old fighting game.
Yeah, it's the same, because modes like Special Orders, Trophy Rush, Challenges, Amiibo, Smash Tour, and 8-player Smash don't exist.
And what's wrong with that? Let me just go back and backtrack again. From the N64 to Melee, they added a whole new move, which was moving the stick forwards and pressing B. That wasn't in the N64. They added that to the Melee. So essentially, every character got an additional move in their move set.
But Melee added more than moves.
In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, they introduced the Final Smash Ball, which was another additional move. There is nothing new in this game. They added customizable movesets, which you do outside, but in
which is still part of the gameplay.
terms of the actual gameplay, there is nothing really innovative or new, and it's the same fucking game as Brawl. There's no real change in the fighting dynamics. You could apply the same strategies and whatnot with a couple of rebalancing things. You know, you can't hog ledges anymore and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you're playing the same fighting game. It feels more of the same than it ever has, and it's less innovative than all the previous generations. There's stuff that they added, like the 8-player.
I thought you said there was nothing new.
Brawl, mind you, didn't take a whole lot of creativity. Let's just add more players. And it's fun, it's really fun and chaotic, but there's no thought involved. It's literally, you're just spamming whatever attack you have in a clusterfuck, taking as much damage as you're dishing out. There's no real strategy to it.
Do you think having fun is being strategic?
Other than kind of hide. If you're playing stock battle, you just avoid the action as much as you can until you're the last one surviving. But really, there's no strategy. It's fun and chaotic, but it's mindless action, and it didn't take a whole lot of creativity. Alright, so let's move on to character roster and stages. The characters and stages are what made these games what they are. The variety, the fun, the creativity that went into these. It's like you see the characters and you're like, hey, I want to play as that guy. I want to play on that stage. It's the reasons to play the game. Reasons what made these games so awesome. How did Nintendo fuck up this bad? So let me just start by giving you this example, okay? Just hear me out here. They take out a fan favorite like Solid Snake, this badass army guy, right? And who do they add in? Like, it's fine if you want to take people out, just add someone else in, right? So who do they replace him with? People like Wii Fit Trainer? Are you fucking serious?
Snake wasn't in Smash 4 because of copyright reasons. Second, Wii Fit Trainer is part of Nintendo's history.
Rosalina and Luma? Who wants to play as these people?
Many people do. Look at Yoshiller and DeBuzz. They main Rosalina all the time.
Is this a fucking joke? So someone at Nintendo was sitting there and saying, oh, you know what? People really want to play as this nameless Wii Fit Trainer from this extremely shitty game that was ridiculed and no one liked. So we should go ahead and put characters from that game. We should also put in this defenseless princess that has no reason being in a fighting game. Let's go ahead and throw her in there too. But we should take Solid Snake out. He's a little too badass. People like them a little too much. We should definitely piss off the audience with these useless characters. It's almost like they're using the game to advertise their shitty games like Wii Fit. Like, who the fuck wants to play as that trainer? It doesn't even have a name.
Apparently, Wii Fit Trainer isn't a name.
The moves are retarded. Is it a joke? I think they put it in there as a joke, and it's kind of funny, but we're not really laughing when we're paying $70 for a game.
Correction, it's $60.
Game that's supposed to pride itself on a fun character roster that people want to play as. As for stages, there are new and creative stages themed like the character stages, thankfully. But here's another place where they kind of fucked up, because they brought back the retro stages, and in total there are more pre-rendered retro stages from old games than new stages.
There's 27 new stages. Check your facts next time.
We're paying for a new game, which means we want more new stages.
Wrong. There's more new stages than old stages.
It's not more throwbacks. Yeah, the throwbacks are welcome, but they can't replace the actual addition of new stages. You can't replace every slot for a new stage by bringing back an old one. And then Super Smash Bros. Brawl took a huge step forward and created the Subspace Emissary, which was an adventure mode and a story mode around a 12-hour platformer slash beat 'em up where you go from stage to stage battling enemies with health. There were bosses in between. There were these beautiful looking cutscenes in between each stage, and the cutscenes represented a story that gave the game continuity. It answered the question as to how these characters came together to beat the shit out of each other.
Not really. They just threw them in to make a story, I guess.
They're from their own worlds. It was funny, it was very, very entertaining, and it was a great break from the regular Smash Bros. Combat. You could play it over and over again. It had secrets, it had unlockables in there. It was just fantastic. So, you could imagine how excited I was when the next generation was announced. Oh, what are they going to do to the N64? Were they going to add more elements? I wonder if it's going to be twice as long. How great are these cutscenes going to look in next gen? So let's go see. Want to see what Nintendo did? Let's just take that out. Let's just take out one of the best things about Super Smash Bros. Brawl out of the game. Just take it out and flood the game with a bunch of shitty game modes that no one's going to play and don't take a lot of effort to make. Oh, you want an example? Smash Tour. What the fuck is that? Who wants to play a fucking board game? I want to play Super Smash Bros. Not a board game that has so many rules and complications, and the fights last about 45 seconds in between rounds. This is just a shitty cross between Mario Party and Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and it doesn't work. Didn't take any effort to make it. And you take out the Subspace Emissary for shit like this? Not even that, they took out the adventure mode in general. We're back to only having the classic mode. Yeah, there's event battles, but we're talking about ways to unlock things.
Classic mode is the only mode to collect stuff, because modes like Special Orders, Trophy Rush, Challenges, and Amiibos does not count.
We're just back to classic mode. Are you serious? This is a huge step backwards. You just regressed 4 generations back to the N64. This is unacceptable. And Nintendo, I can imagine a lot of effort going into something like the Subspace Emissary because of the cutscenes, and I guess they just really didn't want to trouble themselves with that. All that negative stuff said, there's still fun to be had with this game. That combat you know and love is still there. This is not a bad game.
Then why did you say it sucks?
You can have fun, but in terms of a successor to one of the best games of its generation, it fails. It is not even close to one of the best games of this generation. It disappoints in every department.
And I'm gonna end the video right here. Thanks for watching.
And yes, I know, my last video I said this video would be my dramatic reading. That's still coming. I'm not sure when it's gonna come out officially, but it's still coming.
Good thing, because we have to prepare our weapons for it.
The point of this video is ranting on another fan base. Yes, the Sonic fan base. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started, shall we?
Now excuse me, good sir, but let me say something. You're doing a rant on a dead topic. And no, he doesn't bring anything new to the table.
Now, my first problem with the Sonic fan base is the green eye complainers. Oh my god. These green-eyed complainers say that the reason why modern Sonic sucks is, get this, because that his eyes are green. I did not make that up. These fans legitimately think the reason why modern Sonic sucks is because he has green eyes. How does that make any sense whatsoever? Please give better reasoning. End of story.
Sir, his argument in his DC video can apply here.
Thanks, Fawn. You may consider they are trolling. They are only saying that to get a reaction out of someone like you. And you fed them. You fed them the nutritious meal of a balanced reaction.
We are trolls, big black holes instead of souls.
Preying on the weak and dumb.
Just for fun!
Now, Since there's a lot of these people out there, there's actually some YouTube channels created by these people. And oh my god, and I am not a fan, and you could probably tell that. And I'm about to play a couple clips from a few of these channels. Now, the two channels I'm going to be showing are Sammy Classic Sonic Fan and Mario to Plumber. Prepare for your ears to bleed, because it's not fun to listen to at all. This is not going to be pretty.
Do I even need to point it out? Whatever.
We are trolls, we are trolls.
I'll end the video right here because he repeats his last points over and over, ending the video with, I hate it, I hate it, it's bad, which is kind of funny how he dislikes the Sonic fan base about them being whining, while here, he is whining about how he dislikes the fan base.
Oh, and by the way, major spoilers for the game, as to be expected.
Oh boy, here we go. Maverick, what you've done here severely limits the amount of people who will actually watch this countdown, and it is inconsiderate of your audience. Does the viewer need to finish the game before watching this? How much of the game will you be spoiling? Which entries do viewers skip in order to avoid spoilers? Do any of your viewers want to watch the video but haven't obtained or finished the game yet? Well, too bad for them, I guess. I personally would provide spoiler warnings for individual entries, and let them know which parts of the game you'll be spoiling. For example, your number 5 entry spoils the end of Chapter 13 just by being there, and possibly the end of Chapter 21, depending on whether or not you choose to talk about that specific scene. Viewers should know this stuff so that they can work their way around it. Also note that while I don't know for sure who is supposed to watch this video, this blanket spoiler warning currently leans in the direction of no one past this point unless you finish the game. Assuming that I am correct, that's one little move that will cripple this entire video.
So it's not the points in the countdown, or the reason why I said characters in the countdown would hurt the video. It's the amount of people watching the video. Seriously, even with your idea, people want to know why I said characters put on the list, and he might need to spoil a game to get his point across. Then again, why does it matter? It's just a spoiler warning.
First, let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound, want him in the picture.
I can definitely see why she's such a popular character. Okay, it's probably because of her design for most, but that's beside the point. Darsha is a dark mage from the nation of Plegia, and is quite possibly the most terrifying soldier in Crom's army. She's a powerful master of curses and hexes, and isn't afraid to threaten her own allies with said abilities. What's even more terrifying is that upon meeting your avatar, Darsha will fall insanely in love with them and do whatever she can to win their affections, even if your avatar is female.
Right around here is where I'm beginning to see two major issues with this video. For one, listen again to all the information he's related so far. Darsha is a Plegian dark mage with an intimidating personality and a propensity for threatening her allies with curses and stalking the avatar. She has a large fanbase among Awakening players, and the vast majority of said fanbase likes her purely for the eye candy. Now remember what I said about the blanket spoiler at the beginning. That is, it would drive away everyone who hasn't finished the game. Let me ask you, does any of this sound like information that should be told to people who've already played the game? Describing her basic character would be fine if you were actually going somewhere with it, but you're not. And that brings us to problem number 2. You described her character, not why you like her character. You said you would be judging personality as well as battle utility for each of the units listed here, right? So, how do you judge Darsha's personality? Well, we never find out in this video. Now, I know that when it comes to explaining why you like a character, there are some descriptors that explain themselves. If you find someone funny, for example, of course you're going to like that about them. If someone's useful in battle, that's inherently something that would compel you to like that character more. But it gets much hairier when you, for example, describe your favorite character as a stalker who threatens people. That's not sufficient to tell your audience why you like the character enough to put them on the list. You have to establish context. If you think that it was successfully played up for humor, for example, that would be something. If you were to delve into, say, how her behavior might be a front for emotions that she tries to hide and barely shows, that would be something. But you never go any deeper. I hate Darsha, and I just did a better job of explaining the highlights of her character than you did.
You know, there's also battle capabilities, which you could have liked Darsha for her usage in battle, which you're about to skip.
Really, there's not much left to say about Darsha that I haven't said already. I'm not addressing those controversies.
1. You dragged this gag out too long. The amount of time you spent sitting there in silence was just awkward, and not the amusing kind of awkward. 2. You're acknowledging a major reason as to why she's a hated character, and announcing that you're going to not acknowledge said reason. You could at least tell your audience, hey, I can forgive blatant fan service if I like your actual character enough, or you could just not bring it up at all. Your words were, I'm not addressing those controversies, but you were already addressing those controversies by claiming that you wouldn't do so. Surely you see the fault in that logic.
Do you see the flaw in your logic? How do you address something by not addressing it? You could have been mentioned, then if that's the case, you should have reread your script next time.
First, let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound, want him in the picture.
Something doesn't seem right about a dragon fighting on top of another dragon.
Now for a brief moment of positivity. I like this joke. It points out an inherently humorous trait of the class changes in Awakening, and in a brief enough way to be amusing and witty. Nicely done.
Good that you like it, but the point of commentaries is to point out flaws, not pat the back of the subject. Your job is to wash the cars, not water the plants. Please get that.
First, let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound, want him in the picture.
I'll make this quick.
I think that's everything that needs to be said.
It's different, I'll give you that. And that's the only good thing I have to say about this part. You didn't present any information that players should already know in this part. No. You instead did something much, much worse. See, I'm aware that this is supposed to be a joke segment that gives a couple of nods to on cue. Forgive me if I butcher his name, by the way. But you took what could have been a great start or a great end to this segment, and you utterly wasted it. What you could have done was start with the line, I'll make this quick, then give yourself, 10 to 15 seconds to explain what you like about Long Q, then end with the critical montage. Alternatively, start with the critical montage and then do the quick explanation. Either way, the joke would contribute to the segment, and the shout out to that quick and quiet part of his character is not lost. Here's where you're wrong, though. A montage of critical hits is not all that needs to be said about Long Q. You said you would judge each character based on their personality and battle usage, right? Well, what about his personality? Do you actually mean to tell me that Long Q is only on this list because he scores a lot of critical hits? You had a memorable segment here, but it was memorable for the wrong reasons. What could have been a sufficient explanation, a solid joke, and a worthy tribute to the character was instead a load of wasted potential.
Number 6 is a joke segment. If you would have done an explanation, it would have dragged out the joke. Which is funny because you excused him for quote-unquote dragging out a joke earlier, or now you're basically telling him to drag out a joke. Mind hurts.
First let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
She made it into Smash 4. She also happens to be my main in that game. No regrets.
Ben, if I had to take one clip from this video which would encapsulate one of my biggest issues with your content in the past, this right here would be my clip of choice. And the issue here is that you simply do not have enough energy. This is an aspect on which you've improved considerably over time, and you even have a decent amount of energy for the better part of this countdown. But when you end this little proclamation with the words, no regrets, delivered as though you were succumbing to a heavy anesthetic during the recording, I can only cringe. You control the power of the wielder of Falchion, who took the name of a living legend and changed the course of history itself. Put some enthusiasm into your delivery! Say it like you're pumping your fist, say it like you're putting on shades in a dramatic fashion. Something, anything other than the way you said it here.
You're making a big deal of something that shouldn't be deeply analyzed, and if you wouldn't put excitement in, no regrets, it will come off as weird and random.
First let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to the handiest of all units and the son of Lissa, Owain.
Now, your energy here is actually pretty good, but I would have written an introduction much more fitting for the character you're describing. You of all people know how theatrical he is, so an additional descriptor or two written in a theatrical fashion would make a better tribute to his character.
How does doing something different debunks his point? Shall too play this game. I will put a background in the video, I will use Goku as an avatar, I will put an intro in the beginning of the video, and I will put more emotion into my voice! Wait, that's not your criticism. Damn!
First let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
I must also ask, who did you make this video for? Again, I bring up the spoiler warning at the beginning. The fact that you gave that warning to discourage people who haven't finished the game from watching this video tells me that it's for people who've already finished the game. Duh. But the fact that you discuss information that Awakening players should already know without doing anything with said information tells me that it's for people who haven't played it yet or are just getting into it. It's pretty obvious that you did not have an audience in mind for this video, and that really hurt its direction.
Well, of course Awakening players will have some information, because they played the game. Also, what do you mean by doing with said information? With no explanation, I'll ask you many questions why you said that. Which is funny, how many times do I have to say that? You made the same complaint about him not explaining earlier. Remember?
First, no avatar. Including the avatar on this list is pretty much cheating.
How? How is it cheating to exclude Robin? He, or she, is just as much of a character as anyone else in the game is. Sure, we're talking about a player avatar, but Robin is still very much a legitimate character with their own actions and story. Maverick, I wouldn't have to raise this question if you had done us the favor of explaining your position as soon as you brought it up. You can't just say including Robin is cheating and expect people to accept that without wanting to know why that is cheating. Now, you did address this question in the comments section, but a question as basic as why is this rule in place for this list should not have to be asked in the comments.
With that said, final thoughts is, well, throughout the commentary you make big deals out of nothing. Your delivery is very bored because you don't sound excited during this commentary. You are being counterproductive by applauding him when you really shouldn't. If you would have put more emotion to your voice, like...
You control the power of the wielder of Falchion, who took the name of a living legend and changed the course of history itself. Put some enthusiasm into your delivery! Say it like you're pumping your fist, say it like you're putting on shades in a dramatic fashion. Something, anything other than the way you said it here.
It would be at least engaging.
Hello, welcome to the first episode of Banter Script Commentaries. Today, we will be doing a commentary on Thoughtful's Minion. Yes, we're talking about that Thoughtful's Minion. The one who betrayed the tree's apprentice, uses a shitty villain for his avatar, and made this shitty excuse for a video. Well, I do have some respect for him, as he introduced me to countdowns, and without him, and YouTube in general, I wouldn't be as into gaming as I am now. But ever since I read Ben's tweet exposing Logan, I fucking hate the fucker.
Look at this. I'm rich. It's PayDay, fellas.
How? Why? I have so many questions!
What's the point of this media clip? There's no reason why it should be here. It only confuses the audience.
Bet you thought I forgot about this, huh?
Of course, people thought you were forgetting about these Because you are blowing these moments out of proportion. Simply so this shitty RPG series can have more sales of much better RPGs like Pokemon, Pyro 101, arguably, Xenoblade Chronicles, or Half-Life 2. What? It has an RPG in it. Oh wait, that's just what the rocket launcher is called.
What type of joke was that? I mean, good, you like making jokes, but why is that joke has to be here? There's no reason why the joke needs to be placed there. Also, why does it matter if he likes Mario and Luigi? That's his opinion.
Baked us a fluffy contrast souffle.
Fawful's Minion drinking game. Every time he uses a word he likely does not know the meaning of, take a shot.
Let me tell you why he used that word. To convey that a cheerful game like Mario and Luigi can have eerie moments. But if this is for you, then oh boy! Let's have a great but sad reason to die. I'll start!
Here's hoping it tastes good.
Spoiler alert, it doesn't.
We all know the fruits of Alpha Dream's labor. Comedy, hilarity, silly moments that keep us rolling on the floor.
Yeah. The Mario and Luigi games are just so funny. I have not seen any funnier game.
You find something else funny doesn't disprove him because humor's subjective.
But the comedy we all know and love is paired alongside another element the series needed. Darkness.
What? What the fuck? Okay, how do you find this odd? I don't know why you don't get it. I think what he said is perfectly fine. But if it's part of the game, then yippee, another round!
These 4 games are not all silly, stupid shit.
No. They really are.
You know, because he's not gonna explain why it's not all joyful. You know, because that's not the point of the list, right?
They're written so well, it reeks of multiple feels.
Oh, please. I can name many better written series than Mario and Luigi.
And you fighting those games better written disproves him how?
My personal favorite being the ones with intensity.
How is he misusing that word? He used that word to explain why he likes it. I'm going to die after this, am I?
His development as a baddie is still very powerful to me. Even if you don't agree with my stance on him, you know him to be a threat you can never get rid of. And he's not gone. He's out there, somewhere, thinking, plotting. But while we await his inevitable re-rise...
Are you freaking serious, dude? Are you using a dictionary? Because re-rise is basically to get up after falling or being thrown down. Again. Learn the English language before you claim that someone doesn't know how to use a word.
I'm gonna take you back to the past. To a good game, actually. The first in the series and Fawful's debut. Aside from being freaking fantastic.
Mario and Luigi Super Saga. A good game. You were joking about that, right?
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Because if I don't like those games, then you shouldn't either.
Vengeance. In that sense, I feel the character is a very realistic villain.
No.
Not the easiest thing, but let me tell you, they hit something hard with this place.
Oh good, you're admitting your double standards already.
Before you make any more interjections, please go to dictionary.com. It will help you a lot.
This very village, named Holly Jolly, very clearly the right name. Look at the name, look at the thing. Is it a fucking joke?
First off, considering the humorous nature of the series, I bet it probably was meant as a joke. And 2, I don't know, it was probably called that before it got invaded, don't you think?
Doesn't mean it's not ironic.
And if you think that wasn't nearly enough, listen to the music.
No, 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 1,000 times no!
Okay, you clearly do not understand how to explain an opinion. So instead of me criticizing you, Master TV10 is going to criticize you.
It's show and tell, not show don't tell.
As I can see that you skipped an important part leading up to him saying that.
Okay, guys. This is some pretty dark satire you got going on. This whole town is one big figurative kick to the holly jolly nads of Christmas itself. The town is clearly decorated properly. The mayor of the city hid in a chimney to survive, dimly mirroring a trait of Santa Claus. And if you think that wasn't nearly enough, listen to the music.
See? He is explaining his opinion. You're just here strawmanning him.
And I'm going to stop the video here. Except for this one last bit.
I dare say, I think it's good enough to end the franchise.
Well, you're right about one thing, Fawful. Mario needs to end.
Because that's what he definitely meant! With the end of that video, I could say, for your first commentary, it's pretty bad. You claim that he doesn't know how to use a word, but he does, and it flies over your head. Your comedic timing is either bad or cringeworthy. Overall, a pretty bad commentary.
Guys, today's commentary is on Nightmare, on her commentary on Sean Sampson. Now, I'm trying to protect Sean Sampson, so why are you guys doing a commentary on him? Why?
Let me explain. We like making commentaries. We like doing commentaries on bad content. Sean makes content. Sean makes bad content. If you add all of them up, it'll explain why we like doing commentaries on Sean.
So you're saying that this is your first new commentary, huh? You fucking liar!
Before we actually move along, let me ask you, why is the video in bad quality? I mean, it's easy to get a video into like its usual original quality. It's hard to see that comment that she put in the original video, so please, download a video in better quality next time.
What a great way to start your video, there, Nightmare.
Hello guys, Sean Sampson here, and today I'm going to do a commentary on Meowmaniac.
I know I may contradict myself for saying this, but Meowmaniac? Can't you read the username correctly? It says Meowmaniac. Jeez, who do you think you are, deaf quit?
And this is coming from the person who did a one-liner on my commentary.
And how does this have any relevance to the video in question?
X's commentary on Beneloni. I know that this video is probably about 2 years old, but here's the thing. This commentary hasn't been commentated on yet. So yeah.
No fucking shit! In other words, this video is uploaded 3 years ago.
So what?
If you have nothing of real importance to say, then skip.
Why bother bringing such an irrelevant topic like that? If the video is at least a year old, then it's not necessary to commentate on it. Scripting, editing, they're your best friends for your commentaries.
How are they the best things for the commentaries? Explaining, what's that?
Let me tell you why. He has odd pauses. Editing will cut them out. That's why she said that. Okay? Let's go.
Kids say the stupidest things until this guy came.
Why would you know that? Because kids aren't allowed on the internet. I mean, I'm 13 years old. So why are you saying kids say the stupidest things until this guy came?
Wow, thanks a lot for taking it so seriously. In all seriousness, it's just a joke. Can't you learn to handle them?
Do you know what a joke is, Nightmare? Oh yeah, you probably don't know what a joke is.
Okay, 1. Why is the volume of the original video so high all of a sudden? It's unnecessary and it only hurts the ears of the viewer. 2. Okay, know-it-all. Care to explain what's a joke? No? Makes sense because it won't prove her wrong. Carry on.
Awkward pauses, awkward.
How are the awkward pauses? Explaining what's that?
Okay, scripting will help you in this regard. Also, she said that because he has odd pauses and editing it out will help. Context? What's that?
How would you know that? And also, I'm going to skip this intro because it's just as long as Gurigurlo X's commentary intros.
I'm gonna keep this point in mind because I'm going to call it out later on.
The Fox 5 weather app.
Fuck that ad.
Well, excuse me, princess, but I much rather watch Marina Go-Go and Fox News shit than this. Oh, and I'ma skip this intro because although it's decent enough, it's nearly, I don't know, 40 seconds long.
Oh, please. Look at your intro.
Weren't you even paying
Yes, he was paying attention to the video. Are you paying attention to the video?
It seems like you're not because you're so blind to white knighting Sean that you didn't let her finish. My god, dude.
Wrong, and also, it's 3 years old as well. She stopped using it a while ago, so why about her criticizing something that was old? Jeez, it's almost like if people would still criticize my old intro.
See? She explains why!
Salutes.
Oh my fucking god, we're still doing commentaries on Ben? My god, when is this going to end, people? When?
I gotta agree with you there because Ben Maloney commentaries are repetitive. But here's the thing. If you want to be in the commentary community, then get used to it.
But she says she's getting sick of people still commentating on Ben since he's been done to death. She can still criticize those who still does it. And trust me, that's
You're seriously coming off as a straw man just to defend Lord Sean, the greatest commentator in the world. Halo Fan 2015.
Of American culture. So, I'll make a nice salute that gives this amazing show its dues. Get ready to start seeing things in yellow.
You know, fuck originality. All you need is nostalgia critic clips.
Ironic, ain't it?
Oh my god, she's calling Gooey Girl X out for using a nostalgia critic clip. Then that means she's using it.
That means I'm gonna be.
Hey. Be a gentleman and let ladies go first.
First, let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
Did you even see her using a nostalgia critic clip in any of her commentaries? If not, then why bother saying this?
Well, to prove her wrong, show evidence of her using a nostalgia critic clip that is recent. Also, Will, yes.
My second favorite character of the show, Lisa Simpson. Lisa is also a character that doesn't get a lot of praise from fans.
Because she's
I
annoying.
beg to differ. She seems to be the only saint that the family has. She has a good heart, is a strict vegetarian, is really intelligent, and she's a Buddhist.
And also a bitch.
You, sir, are a baboon! Yes, you! Baboon, 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 baboon!
I don't think you realize what you're saying.
Gurigurlo X, do your research, because how do you know that she is always like that? I mean, you should have researched the episode of the show and see why she said that to Homer. Seriously, Gurigurlo X.
But wait, didn't you say this?
Don't play that clip. Seriously, we heard it the first time.
Okay, Mr. We Heard It the First Time guy. What's the clip she's referring to? I'm wondering.
Wasn't this commentary supposed to be on Manic? If it is, then you're supposed to focus on her points.
Signing out. I'm gonna go pitch a Simpsons musical.
Oh, thanks for using another overused media clip. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna watch some hentai. Bye.
That was the end of the video. overall...
No! Fuck those final points!
Why did you end this commentary here? Why did you put that statement right there? Why? You didn't let him finish his final parts, you hypocrite!
Implying that she doesn't like people skipping final thoughts. Also, you don't have to yell, you can simply just audio duck to make it easy on the viewer's ears.
First let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound, want him in the picture.
Commentary was a mess. Just a big mess. So, guys, stop doing commentaries on Sean Sampson.
Because Sean Sampson is God! My final thoughts? Halo fan? It seems like you're just white knighting Sean and not debunking points. All you're doing is defending Sean from criticism, which is preventing him from improving. Have you ever thought about that? You're not letting Sean improve. All I could say is, what type of fan are you? You don't want to let your idol improve and be in the same dark hole he always has been.
So I've been hearing a lot about a Splatoon boycott around these parts of YouTube, and what can I say other than I am pleasantly surprised? I am very surprised. It seems that finally the tide has turned around here and Nintendo fans are actually starting to stand up and speak out against Nintendo.
Really? Because for example, if you go on Twitter and search hashtag Operation Faceplate NA, people are asking Nintendo for the normal new 3DS. This isn't the first time that Nintendo fans went against Nintendo, unless you lived on a rock, but that's personal.
But yet, at the same time, you still have the same usual suspects that damage control everything, but big surprise, they're not really going to change ever. So, listen, I'm not here to tell you that you should or shouldn't boycott the game. That is not what this video is about. But change does not happen if you've already given your money to Nintendo people. It doesn't. You can't go and give them your money and then complain, because once they have your money, that's it. They've made their sale. They've done their job.
Here's one question. Can you really judge a game without playing it? Because a game isn't something that you look at and just say, that game looks terrible, 0 out of 10. Same thing happened with me with Xenoblade, and now that game is one of my favorite games of all time.
They've done their goal. And for that reason, the Wii U was the first Nintendo console I have not owned day one. And I feel no need to support a company that is so complacent and out of touch with the product and its fans. And let's be serious. The only power you have, like I said before, is in your wallet. And if you keep giving these morons your money, then nothing is ever going to change.
In the world of Bond, the word criticism does not exist, because money tells if the game is good or not. You know why? Because screw logic.
The only way to hurt a company and cause change is to hurt their bottom line.
Money does tell if the game sold well or not, and tell Nintendo, was this a good idea? But look at this. Vote with your wallet. How about criticizing? That may help.
But now I'm hearing that people boycotting it for the lack of voice chat features that, quite frankly, have been around on a console since Halo 2 over a decade and 2 generations ago, are stupid.
It's funny how he says that he's not going to say, don't or do buy this game. If you do buy this game because of voice chat, then you're stupid. But if you do buy this game, you're telling Nintendo that this game is perfect.
That boycotting the game will serve as nothing more than a means to tell Nintendo that we don't want anything else, we don't want new IPs, and all we want is more Zelda and more Mario. And to that I have to say this. You guys are acting like abused girlfriends in a toxic relationship.
How is boycotting a game is the same as an abused person getting away from the abuser? Unless the game physically beats you, it makes you seem insensitive saying that.
And it's sad. If you boycott the game for voice chat, you boycott the game for voice chat. Not because you're interested in the game, because if you buy this game and you're all telling Nintendo that you bought this game, you're telling Nintendo that, hey, it's cool that you don't have voice chat, I'm still going to buy your game. As opposed to making them go back to the drawing board and ask themselves, how come this game didn't sell well? Why did this game underperform?
Money tells if the game sold well. And criticizing, which is the new word to him, tells if the game's bad.
See, these kinds of actions just further prove that Nintendo doesn't have a diverse selection of games. You would rather support a game that's missing an integral feature due to fear of not getting anything else unique.
Voice chat? Innovation. Talking? New idea. I don't know. You ask me. Hey, does voice chat make my thighs look big?
Face it, Nintendo has you dominated. Nintendo owns you. They know you don't have a choice, and they know, like a good bunch of loyal corporate slaves, like a good bunch of loyal puppets, you'll continue to open your wallet.
It's maybe because they like the game. Amazing, right?
So the bottom line is this, people. For anyone saying to buy this game despite the lack of a basic standard feature, what you're really saying to everyone else is that Nintendo is either too stupid and incompetent to understand why its consumers are boycotting their game, or that they simply do not care. Either way, you can choose to do what you want. After all, it is your money. But as I've said before, the Wii U is not something I will ever vote with my wallet for.
But I want to do a mini rant.
Wow, by the first 3 seconds of your video, I can tell that your video quality is crap, your camera has really bad lag, so it looks really choppy, and your lighting is pretty bad. I can't wait to see how your video goes out.
And this mini rant is going to be on freaking the freaking 301 club thing that's going in the comments on people's videos. They're like, who's in the freaking 300 club and how tough you are? Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like,
apparently, I'm doing a rant about it.
On your videos, it gets really popular, and basically, it's like you get it, like instantly gets like 320 views, 101 views. I know the camera's bad, so don't hear me, but and then people go like, a lot of people in the comments go like 101 club. How tough you are. It's getting annoying. Like, really. Can we just go? The comment section is basically, main reason is to just comment on the video and saying it's good or bad. Not to just post random crap like that.
You know you can just easily ignore them? You're treating them like they're a big freaking deal. Which in reality, they aren't.
It's just completely off topic. It's like Roblox with the stupid people in like the comments of the games, the gear, the clothes and every product, people saying in the comments saying, join my game, trade with me, like, it's the same stupid thing. Like, really, it's like, really, nobody's gonna trade with you. Come on, just comment on the freaking, the comments are the purpose for the,
okay, glitching?
For people to put their thoughts on the games, or the item they're looking at, or the video. It's not just to post random crap or just advertising your freaking, like, once again, Roblox, a bunch of people are advertising to trade to them, to go to their games. I mean, like, nobody's going to go to your games. No, nobody.
Why does it matter if they advertise a game? You didn't give good reasons behind why it's bad. You're like, no one's going to your games, so stop advertising it. I find it more funny because someone can go to their games and like it. That's the reason why they advertise their games. But, and again, why does it matter?
And I know my camera is extremely bad. It's not, like, moving. But nobody's gonna go to your game and care just stupid 101 club. Like, really.
Wait, it's over? Okay then. The video's bad because... isn't it obvious?
Hello again, and welcome to episode 2 of SeckBoi's commentaries. I actually hope I do a little bit better this time, cause the first one, it kinda sucked. It really did. Not only did I not go by without a script, I also kinda stuttered at most bits. And, oh, not to mention that awful singing. I honestly am sorry for the singing. I really am. There are many more problems, but I promise you, I will learn from my mistakes. When it will all be over, we can all just laugh about it, and even I can laugh about it.
And even if you don't improve, we'll still be laughing.
Today I will be showing another retard called Sushi654. now known as Jared Lindy, because most people that sign on to Google Plus change their username to their real name. He thinks he's cool, but brings illogical reasons as to why, if any reasons at all, as to why he is cool.
If you want to improve, first things first, the video that you chose was 6 months old. A major flaw on your part. Next time check the date of the video before you do a commentary on it, sweetheart.
Hey, guess what? I'm really cool. You wanna know why? I got some reasons. Cause you know, you're one of my reasons just to be.
Prepare yourselves. He is about to explain why he thinks he's cool.
I also want to tell you that I can cut away and make any points, even if it's pointless.
First, let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound. Want him in the picture.
2, 1. I got Fergie!
Maybe Fergie is cool to you, but to me, I think she's annoying and degrading to the Black Eyed Peas.
Your opinion on a music group doesn't affect him anyway because cool is subjective.
First, let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound. Want him in the picture.
See, I'm telling you, I got the best iTunes list.
I don't think so. Not everyone likes Fergie, Nickelback, and Lil Wayne.
Subjective. We got ourselves subjective.
Oh no. I'm gonna change the audio in this one.
You know, because that won't defeat his point, and I have subjective tastes.
First, let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound. Want him in the picture.
And yeah, if you disagree, let me know. Because I'll be waiting for you to tell me that I'm not cool. Because I know half of you don't think I am.
It's more than half of us. I think there are quite a lot of people who don't think you're cool.
Now give me evidence so I can say that you tried in this commentary.
First, let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound. Want him in the picture.
I'm too cool, too cool. Don't take it personal, don't get emotional, cause I'm too cool.
Dude, you suck at singing. You sing worse than me in my other commentary.
He might not be a good singer, but at least he's better than you because he puts emotion to his voice.
And that, my friends, is the end of the commentary. I don't think Sushi654 is cool at all. But I don't think most people do.
Granted, there might be people out there that thinks he's cool because he likes those songs.
So, anyways, let's hope I did a little bit better.
By little, you mean very unnoticeable? Yeah, you got it right. I'll end the video right here. Sackboy, as I see with other commentators, you haven't really improved. I suggest that you leave the CC and maybe come back when you get your act together.
Yes, I did say that I was gonna do his spoiler review, but I couldn't really find anything to talk about in that video. So I decided, why not do his later SpongeBob review that is completely worse. But before we start, I just want to bring in some backstory. I used to be a giant fan of Mysterious Mr. Enter. I actually made a fan animation off of him. It's very amazing how I was so dedicated to him. But then as I got less interested in his videos and moved on to ranters like Undertaker Freak and I Hate Everything, I just felt uninteresting and I just slowly started to hate him.
So because you felt less interested in his videos, you started to hate him. I mean, there's people like Bob who dislike him because he made a video called Trolls. Here's where he said trolls and cyberbullies are the same, and running that as fact. That's a much better reason why to dislike him than fallen interest.
Explain why I really don't like him. But before we start, I just want to talk about something that John really does in his videos. It's this disturbing content thing that he does. I'll just show it to you.
Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
John, you're reviewing SpongeBob, a show about a talking sponge who lives in the sea with his underwater friends. You're not reviewing a bunch of films like, you know, Eraserhead, Cannibal Holocaust, that one Salvador Dali movie that starts off with a woman's eye getting slit by a razor.
There's another way to be disturbing without gore, like creepiness, realism, and scares.
That's disturbing to begin with, so it really bothers me. Let's actually start on with the video.
Says it all, doesn't it?
Fuck yeah, it does.
Wow, did I get a lot of requests for this one? You guys really seem to hate this episode, and watching it again, I can definitely see why. Everything it does is wrong. Beyond wrong, actually. So, by popular request, let's tear Stuck in the Ringer a new one.
Oh, and before that we actually start, I actually hate this episode as much as John does, but I just want to point him out on some bullshit things he says.
When the shower's done, SpongeBob cleans himself off with a laundry wringer.
What would I do without you, Ringer?
Use towels, perhaps? Maybe drip dry in the fucking ocean?
Then again, SpongeBob's a sponge, so that kind of makes sense.
SpongeBob gets dressed and is prepared to go to work, but slips on soap and bounces into his tub to pad out the episode's length. He steps on a rubber duck, which startles him to step on another bar of soap, which gets him stuck in the wringer. He tries to use his tongue to get himself out, but ends up breaking the handle. Hey, this kind of reminds me of real-life situations when people can't get their hands or other extremities out of nooks or machinery. They spend days calling for help that never comes, eventually forced to cut off that extremity in pure desperation. And these hacks think that a scenario like that can be used for comedy.
Then again, I think basically anything can be made into something that can be humorous.
That doesn't mean people can't take offense to that.
Especially. So the glue hardens because the writers think that crippling someone is funny. Of course, SpongeBob's only concern is getting to work, which yes, is very similar to his original characterization. Patrick does manage to help slightly by breaking the wringer off the floor.
Wait a second, if Patrick can pull SpongeBob's wringer right out of the floor, if he's strong enough to do that, why can't he just pull SpongeBob out of the wringer? Oh, then I just forgot, Patrick's brain's the size of Patrick's brain is microscopic. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, at this point, pat Mr. Enter on his back. That's what you're doing right now.
Ringer? He, of course, laughs at SpongeBob's misery. And then this happens. Alright, dumbasses. Or should I say dumbass? I think it's safe to assume that the one writer from The Splinter wrote this fascinating piece of the episode. From what I can gather, Sean Charms is like Dave Polsky if he was terrible at slapstick and really, really hated people. An important rule of slapstick is to never, ever harm the eyes, fingernails, or toenails on camera. You've also got to be very careful with teeth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can do slapstick around the teeth.
Here's the thing about slapstick around the body. If the character's not in pain or it's not realistic, then it's okay.
I was never really disturbed by, like, violence towards the eyes in, like, animation and such, because I don't know, maybe it was because of the fact that when I first put in a PS2 game for the first time and picked up a controller, the first thing I saw was this. Yeah, imagine being 4 years old and very oversensitive, and then you see that for the first time.
It is possible to do eye-related slapstick, like say someone is trying to open a switchblade and looking really closely at it. If you want it to be funny, when the blade goes off, you've got to move the camera somewhere else as that guy screams.
It is possible to do eye-related slapstick on screen. I mean, in the Simpsons movie when Homer was like trying to like nail the roof in, he like he like got the hammer in his eye, and I personally thought that was funny, but you may disagree.
Here's the thing. The character cannot be in realistic pain. If a switchblade went off on the character's eye, it can't be realistic.
Then we have shenanigans that eventually ends with the cash register emptying on the floor. This, of course, gets Mr. Krabs to come into the picture.
Help! I think you've helped quite enough today.
Oh, here's another problem that John has. Shitty audio editing. I mean, sometimes in his videos, his voice just cuts out of complete nowhere, and he'll be like almost at the end of a sentence and a scene will play. Not that you can even hear the scene, but it's just very bad editing. And his video editing is just as bad. He repeats the same clips over and over because, you know, John can't be bothered to like make a still. So yeah, his editing sucks ass.
What do you expect from someone using Windows Movie Maker?
Crab and bumps into the cause of all of his pain. Patrick tries to cheer SpongeBob up instead of, I don't know, taking him to a hospital. They go to an ice cream parlor where SpongeBob is unable to eat his ice cream because the wringer is apparently stuck on his esophagus. Wow, That's just great. They're implying that SpongeBob is eventually going to starve to death because of that thing. Because, if you can't swallow something like ice cream, that tube is closed. Tightly. Oh, and would you look at that? Patrick eats SpongeBob's ice cream like a good friend. Next, they go to the carnival, where we're treated to some scenes where SpongeBob can't play any of the games or ride on any of the rides. He even gets a shiner in the process. Hey, writers, I don't care who the hell you're doing this to. Torturing a character is not funny.
Maybe it would be if this said character was probably the worst character on the show, but I'm gonna let John pass on this.
Agree much?
Patrick tries to stay mad at SpongeBob, but is unable to. He runs to SpongeBob's house, breaks in, and finds something that wouldn't be out of place in a horror story. I guess Derek ain't done yet.
John, there is a kind of humor out there called black humor, which uses disturbing situations in a comedic way.
But they wasn't being funny with it.
Before we go further, I just want to warn you that this is John going into full retard. I'm just gonna give you a little warning.
Isn't it great that they're trying to teach kids such valuable lessons in life? Alright, you three. What's the word I'm looking for? Dipshits? No, that word is too good for you. Assholes? That's not quite right either. Fuckers? No.
Why not just call them dipshit asshole fuckers?
I'm just gonna call you three excuses for humanity until I can find a description that properly suits your crude, idiotic, and juvenile talentless asses.
Yeah, they wrote an episode for a show that's very mediocre after the first 3 seasons. Yeah, they are excuses for humanity.
How would you feel if someone wrote bad episodes with cruel meaning to them?
To know, I'm genuinely curious.
The reality that we all live in.
Really? Because I'm completely normal.
That it actually takes an adult to write for children. What am I saying? That's not fair. Children would make better writers than you three. Hell, infants would.
Infants only really do nothing but shit and cry, so I know...
Really? Because I'm completely normal.
Because if you lose your jobs writing this trite shit, you'll most likely never work again. Not just in television, but in any job.
I think some people might want to hire them, considering that they wrote for a giant television show.
Even if you worked on a popular show, it doesn't mean they'll hire you. If you worked on a popular show, but did badly, they won't hire you.
Just leave us all alone and go back to the fucking sledge you came from.
So that was Mr. Enter's Stuck in the Ringer review. I agree with it opinion-wise, but Mr. Enter's hardcore way of insulting the writers just...
You still didn't really disprove his points. That's the end of the video. The main problem with this video is that he doesn't really disprove Mr. Enter's points. All he does is just agrees with them and nothing else.
Before we begin, I would like to thank the anti-TBone 2004 for giving me the courage to do this. He's a fantastic ranter who tells you the straight up truth, and I encourage everyone to check his videos out.
The anti-TBone 2004. The greatest ranter. Oh wow, the anti-TBone 2004. Oh my.
Guys, we need to talk. And I must warn you now, that if you don't like the tone of my voice, you're going to hate this video and my guts. There'll be no sign of my face. No pictures, no music, no singing, no voice impressions. Not even a single funny line. This is the most serious video I have ever made.
Guys, we need to talk. And I'm warning you right now that if you didn't like my tone in my April 9th review, you're not going to like it here.
Yeah, you copied. In the video title, it says a serious rant about Mr. Enter. I'm pretty sure many people are going to tell what tone of voice is going to be in the video. Unless it's a joke video, which it sadly isn't.
I'm all in for good reviews. I like the Nostalgia Critic, Capanarmic, Robotaxi, D-Tunes, and Animat. They are good reviewers. Mr. Enter is not a good reviewer. In fact, I think that he might actually be the worst reviewer on YouTube today. I'm serious. It is that bad. How is he bad? Well, first off, he's unoriginal. Why is he unoriginal? he copies off other reviewers that actually do their work and pay their dues, like Mopro Studios on the term Squidward torture porn, Shogun Jin Zero on the first name of animated atrocities, infamous animation, Big Man X on the name animated atrocities, and the Nostalgia Critic on, well, isn't it obvious? Exaggerating everything.
He did not steal the term. He wasn't like, hey guys, look at the new term I just created. Terms are words or phrases used to describe a thing or a concept. I'm pretty sure that many people can use the term other than the creator. When he saw infamous animation, he changed it to animation atrocity. He also said that not every atrocity is famous. He found out about Big Man X after changing it to animation atrocities. With Nostalgia Critic, he did not create exaggeration. Yes, he does it, but that does not equal a creation.
You may say that Mr. Renner has charisma, but the truth is that his voice gets really annoying when he yells, and the jokes he tries to tell are boring at best and just plain cruel at worst. Complaint 2. He cannot take criticism. Whether it's because of his inflated ego or the fact that he blocks people who have a different opinion from him, he just can't take a single hit of criticism. Mr. Enter's most controversial video was his animal animation on Shane Koizan's Troll. And during the video, he straight up admitted that he blocked everyone who thought there was a difference between cyberbullies and a troll. Really, Enter? Just really? Why would you block people for having an opinion you didn't like? In more recent news, a sophomore animator by the name of Alex V. Mann gave Mr. Enter some constructive advice on his upcoming show Growing Around and on what Enter could do to make it better. What does Enter do? He comes up with excuses and arguments. Enter, if you seriously expect to have your show picked up by television, you need to have a better attitude than this.
Have you read the comment? What it's trying to say is to give up the project for now. How is that supposed to help out the project? Also, he gave reasonable excuses why. Like, it's not okay to scrap months of work and they took many breaks. Those are good excuses.
Complaint free. His Patreon account. Now, I have no problem with having a Patreon account, but only if it's for a good cause. Like, maybe if you're doing animations, that would be the perfect time for a Patreon account. Or maybe it's time to grow your audience. That's also a good idea for a Patreon account. But begging for money so you can review movies like Shark Tale, Home on the Range, and Lands 2, which you can just buy in a store, is not even close to worthy for a Patreon account. If you're looking for old animated movies or DVDs of old cartoons, I could understand. But begging for money so you could get movies that you could buy at your local store is not going to work. It makes you sound petty and arrogant prick.
How does asking for money makes you an arrogant prick? You don't have to pay. Keyword, pay for his Patreon. You can consider he's using Patreon to get better equipment to make his videos better.
Complaint 4. Copyright. He claims that everything he uses is fair use. Him begging for money for movies, getting too personal about a cartoon company, his owner Viacom, and even writers themselves destroys the purpose of fair use. So even if he were to claim that his videos were in fair use, it wouldn't mean a thing. Fox, Viacom, and even Hasbro have all gotten sick of his nonsense and have tried to put an end to him. Of all the companies in this list, Viacom came the closest. They actually suspended him for 2 whole weeks. At first I thought that both sides were just wasting their time and should have been ashamed of themselves. But then I realized Mr. Enter had been a big jerk to them ever since the first animated atrocity. So now, I was actually glad that Viacom suspended Mr. Enter for 2 weeks.
It was falsely acclaimed. That logic can apply to you because you're sort of getting personal with Mr. Enter, and to any reviewers who do reviews.
Complaint 5. The biggest complaint I have. Mr. Enter expects too much out of a cartoon. Why does he expect too much of a cartoon? Because he has tastes of like Gordon Ramsay and Simon Cowell. Inexplicably high. Anything that makes him squeamish or things is gross, he'll rant about. If the characters act like idiots or jerks, he'll rant about it. If the character he likes gets a torture porn, he ran about it. It got so bad that he actually wished Nickelodeon to die just because the cartoons they show aren't up to his quality. Really, Mr. Enter? I don't think Nickelodeon is perfect, but it certainly doesn't need to die. And here's the beauty part. He was born in 1992. This is usually where the same people from the 90s.
Maybe considering that he's a reviewer and that's his own opinion, isn't that the fundamentals of being a reviewer, showing your feelings towards a product?
I don't care if you're an adult who watches cartoons. I myself watch cartoons, and I'm 14. But at the same time, I realize that not every show on a network you're going to like. And the things we thought were good back then might not even be as good as we remember them to be. All we really can do is wait to see what happens next. And besides, kids want this sort of stuff. They want to see fart jokes. They want to see cartoony abuse. They want to hear stupid accents. And they want to see cliched plots. It's what the kids want. And you know what? That's okay.
So it's okay if it's crap. Do you think every kid wants to see crap? That logic can apply to any reviewer that reviewed a bad kids movie.
Now I want to address the fans of Mr. Renner. How does it feel to know that the person you think is good is just an egotistical, arrogant man-child who takes his feelings way too seriously? How does it feel to know that the person you think is your angel has told lies to you behind your back?
How is he egotistical? You never explained. With him taking his feelings too far, you might consider he's exaggerating. I finally cracked the code! It's Illuminati all over again!
Is this really the person you want to support and be proud? And finally, before I end this video, I want to address Mr. Renter as one YouTuber to another. All I ask of you is this. Stop. Stop and realize what you are doing is wrong, because you clearly haven't. Your refusal to take criticism is embarrassing for a critic like you. You are a hypocrite when you tell people not to nitpick on things, when you nitpick on cartoons that you don't like, even if they are the slightest bit of gross, idiotic, or plain bad, and it shocks me to know that people actually like and watch your work. You say you have the world in your hands. Well, let me tell you the truth. The truth of the matter is that you are the definition of a failure with no real charisma and no real logic of a cartoon. And nothing you've done recently has shown that you are going to get better in the future. And here's the sad part. People are going to watch him, and there's really nothing we can do about it. If you're a fan of Mr. Renter and have watched this video all the way and haven't hunted me down this, thank you. You've proven to me that you're mature enough to realize that the person you idolize isn't what they say he is. If you decided to unsubscribe from Mr. Renner, good. If you've taken offense to this video and now officially hate my guts, good. Because unlike Mr. Renter, I don't care if your opinion differs from mine. All I care about is you force your opinions down like an immature, whiny, pathetic little brat. This is Jacob Jones, and hopefully, this will be the only time I ever have to do this. This is Jacob Jones, signing off.
Is this really a person you want to support? So, if anybody wants to join me, I'm going to unsubscribe from Mr. Enter. I'm going to unfollow him. I'm going to completely not support him until he actually thinks about what he's saying and is willing to listen to the other people's opinion and not be a fucking condescending prick. If anybody wants to join me, that's fine. If you don't want to join me and continue to support him otherwise, you can do that. Because unlike Mr. Enter at the moment, I don't care if your opinion differs from mine. I only care if you enforce your opinion by being a
Thief! Funny how you say Mr. Enter is stealing from people while you are stealing quotes from people.
Alright, Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. You wanna keep fucking with me? Alright. Alright, fine, I'll fuck right back with you. What's going on, everybody? This is Tony motherfucking Redgrave here, signing on for a gaming rant. This rant is about fucking Super Smash Bros. To be more specific, the one for the 3DS and the Wii U. First off, Super Smash Bros. Fuck you. You used to be a good game back in the fucking first and second, and even the third installment wasn't complete shit. But this fourth one fucking sucks. It's a gimmick that rips off frickin' Skylanders, which I fucking hate that even more. And it's worse that you're making money off of it. But now you're gonna fucking rip off a good fighting genre, fucking Street Fighter. You're gonna rip off Street Fighter, fucking bring Ryu in.
So just because they brought Ryu into Smash Bros, the game's like Street Fighter? No one's had the same thought process as you, man. Can you please explain why?
And you're gonna tell people, oh, well, we're not gonna bring Bayonetta in. Even though she's on the fucking Wii? Yeah. Everybody. You wanna know why they didn't put Bayonetta in? They said she was too sexual.
I would feel much better if you brung evidence to back yourself up.
First let me crop out the motherfucking horse sound while I'm in the picture.
You gotta fucking disrespect Street Fighter? And what's worse, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, what do you mean disrespect? Well, it's simple. It's fucking Ryu from Street Fighter. What happened to Scorpion when he went into fucking Injustice Gods Among Us? You know what happened? People got pissed off because he was too fucking easy to combo with. You know what it's gonna be for Ryu? Well, let's see. Too easy to fucking combo with, that's what. This is bullshit.
Despite the fact that Injustice and Smash Bros are two different games with different intentions, those games play differently. A complaint about Injustice couldn't apply to Smash Bros. Also, he's disrespected because he has combos even though he came from a game where combos are everything. Yeah, I wouldn't say that he's disrespectful because they gave him like the Street Fighter inputs and the 6 button inputs. That's not disrespectful. That's representing a character from where they came from and who they are.
And the dude who runs Street Fighter, I'm sorry I don't remember your name. You're the one who made the game. Dude, fucking quit. You've even said it yourself. You're tired of making these goddamn games. So fucking quit. You need to. You didn't even need to make a 4th installment. You didn't even need to make a 3rd. We could have had the first 2 and then remakes of the first 2 and we would have been fine. Because it would have been the same thing. You just add a few more characters. Otherwise it's the same game as the 3rd Street Fighter. Fuck, see, you got me all cluster-fucked in my own brain.
Nah, it's just simple concepts going to your head, that's all. Yeah, they didn't need to, but Street Fighter 2 sold pretty well, so why not bank on it and make a sequel to Street Fighter 2? Come on, this is basic business practice. Every company does this. Also, why are you talking about Street Fighter when the rant is clearly about Super Smash Bros? Off topic much?
It would have been the same as the fucking 3rd Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which was the last good one to be honest. This new one is just bullshit to sell toys.
Why are you touching your face? There's nothing on it, so please stop. You're just gonna ignore the fact that it's just a new Super Smash Bros. Game and say it's just to sell Amiibos? What's weird is that you don't explain what makes the first 3 games better than the 4th one without excusing it of a small optional feature.
And not only that, you know what? I got even more to fucking rant about. The goddamn Amiibos. That's right, I'm getting on your asses for Amiibos. You wanna know what the fuck Amiibos do, everybody? If you're thinking about getting Smash Bros, parents, if you're fucking thinking about letting your kids get Smash Bros, don't. They will drain your fucking wallets. People who think about getting it, it will drain your fucking wallet. You know why? Because then you're gonna have to buy a fucking Amiibo. And you know why you're gonna have to buy an Amiibo? Because it's the only thing that will shut your kids up and that will shut the other people who you're playing with up. Why?
So your complaint about the Amiibos isn't really the Amiibos itself, more like the people who buy Amiibos. That problem can be easily solved by someone not buying the Amiibos or saying no to the person. Isn't it good for parents to say no to their kids? That logic can also apply to Disney Infinity and Skylanders, so what's the problem?
Because I don't know how it got hyped up, I guess because of Skylanders and Disney's Infinity? Which, Disney's Infinity, actually, I haven't played. It does seem like an awesome concept, but that's all beside the fucking point. Point is, these Amiibos are the worst of the fucking three. I'd rather play Skylanders than use a fucking Amiibo. You know why? It's simple. Your Amiibo character is not used for shit. You do not control your own goddamn toy. No. Instead, what you do is you crank up the difficulty to 9, which is fucking stupid. You're using numbers to calculate the computer's difficulty, because that's what your Amiibo is, by the way, a fucking computer. You crank it up to 9, either get the shit beaten out of it because you don't know how to fucking play, or you beat the shit out of it constantly because you know how to exploit the shitty play already. And level this fucking thing up for no reason whatsoever. You may be thinking, oh, well, I can use my Amiibo to fight other people. No, you fucking can't. You can use your Amiibo, yeah, you can jack them in and it brings a character up on the screen and all that bullshit, but you're not fucking playing. It's a fucking computer. And if you fucking suck, or you suck at training that Amiibo is gonna suck ass. It's not like Skylanders where you can fucking put a character on and you actually play as that character. Same as Disney's Infinity, you can actually play as those fucking characters. But this one, you can't do shit but buy a toy and regret paying however much money these god-awful pieces of shit cost.
First off, have you bought an Amiibo? Because there's no way to crank up its difficulty to level 9. That's something that you do on a CPU. What you do to Amiibo is to train it up to level 50. The reason why they didn't do it like Skylanders is because Smash Bros. Isn't all about the bring a life to mechanic. If they would have done that, it would have been no points for Amiibos if you can control a character that's already in the game. That's why they did it like that.
And what's worse? The fucking tournaments. That's right, I'm gonna rant on esports. I never thought I'd fucking do this either. Never thought I'd have to. The fucking tournaments are even worse than the regular matches that people play at home. You know why? Because they're fucking stupid. It's all about exploiting the weak points of other enemies. It's not like an actual legit fighting game anymore. And you may be saying, oh, isn't that the point of fighting games? Normally, yes, but in this case, no. Because with Smash Bros, the point is to knock your opponent off the arena by beating the shit out of them constantly. So instead of exploiting an enemy's weak point, you're exploiting the edge of the map, trying to get enemies to fall to their death. Most of the time by accident. You want to tell me the guy who won, I think a year or so back, won with skill? No, he fucking didn't. He won probably because he did what I just said, fucking exploited the edge of the arena.
Oh no! Someone did the objective of the game! What madness! To be serious, Smash Bros' objective is to knock people to the blast zones. Of course people will try to export the stage. That's the best way to win. But if you don't like that, then go to Special Smash and turn percentages into stamina.
So dude, the dude who made Smash Bros, quit while you have the chance. Or you're right. This fucking game's gonna drain you of your soul. Or, someone who's got more balls than I am is gonna be really pissed off at you. Just saying, wash your ass. Not for me, but for somebody else. Because I'm sure there's a lot of fucking people disappointed with this new Smash Bros.
From a business standpoint, no one's gonna be mad at Masahiro Sakurai because the game is selling pretty well. And the game is also highly praised and a commercial success. Who could be mad at that? So they're gonna be mad at a game because of a small optional feature.
And it's even worse that you fucking put Ryu in. And over Bayonetta too. Really? Bayonetta would have actually been a useful character. This game is all about damage per second. She can deal massive amounts of damage per second. And, unlike Meta Knight, you can actually attack her. Although why Meta Knight was banned makes no fucking sense to me.
What's the point of bringing Meta Knight for? In Brawl, he was banned for being overpowered. What does that have to do with Bayonetta per se?
I mean, you let fucking Kirby in, and technically he's every character of the game.
The reason why Kirby can copy people's moves in Smash Bros. Is because Kirby is known for doing such a thing, which is Sakurai's main goal when representing a character.
I mean, there's some characters you let in, it doesn't even make sense.
Like who? Who is it? Examples? My mind needs to understand, but please give me examples!
But you're gonna just say no to Bayonetta and yes to Ryu? First off, there has never been a fucking Street Fighter game on the Nintendo consoles. There has never been a fucking Street Fighter game on the Nintendo consoles. There has never been a fucking Street Fighter game on the Nintendo consoles. There has never been a fucking Street Fighter game on the Nintendo consoles. Never. I know my younger brother Jacob wants to bullshit with me saying, oh, there were 2 of them. Where's the fucking proof, Jacob? I have not seen either of those Street Fighter games.
By simply searching it on the internet, it'll show you that there are at least 6 Street Fighter games that has been on the Nintendo console. So yeah, your little bro is right.
And then you add on top of the fact that Ryu is technically not a damage per second character.
Ryu isn't about damage per second because he's not known for that. What are you trying to say?
And it just makes it even worse. As a matter, like I said, he's gonna be nerfed, is what I'm trying to say. Ryu is gonna be fucking nerfed by Smash Bros.
Dude, I need this brain to be good in Super Smash Bros. Can you please explain yourself? You're just spitting out random things just to pout out the video.
And the fucking fans who picked Ryu, right there, right for you. Fuck you. I don't have time for your bullshit. You didn't want Bayonetta because Nintendo didn't want Bayonetta because Nintendo, for some reason, is a bunch of pussies. So Nintendo, fuck you right in the ass. And to the fans that want a Ryu, double fuck you right in the ass for nerfing him.
They didn't choose a character that I didn't want, so screw them! I've heard better complaints from a child. Seriously, this type of behavior makes me question your quality as a ranter. And if you act like this in this rant, I wonder if you act childish in other rants. This video made me cringe. Ramble this, ramble that, ramble back to the first part. It's unscripted. I'm going to talk about the Ryan part because the other parts are thrown with no explanation. Just start the video. I'm tired of this.
Oh yeah, okay, so the video is called Let's Just Comment, episode 24. Desi loves South Park haters are nerd ass, I think. And he also, went on my Twitter, went through all my retweets, posted a screenshot of my retweets and said something stupid about it.
The tweets where you bully people?
And on Twitter, posted some screenshots of the comment that I commented on that video. Yeah, so with that comment that I posted, he analyzed that comment. Like, he literally took sections of my comment and said stupid shit about it. Like, he tried to find anything that he thought was wrong about it.
Wait, just like criticizing? What is this alien technology? Please, someone tell me. I need to know.
So stupid. Okay, and in the video, he was analyzing my video, or should I say criticizing my video. Haters are fucking pathetic. I don't know, I just had to say that this dude is just so pathetic.
Ha ha ha. He's pathetic because I didn't understand what he said. Ha ha ha.
So pathetic. Yeah, okay, so what else? What did he say? Well, for one, he said something about my videos being really long. Yeah, so I don't really get to post that often. So I think it's perfectly fine if I make a 12-minute long video. I mean, that's like 3 videos in one.
There's nothing wrong with making long videos unless if all you do is just ramble on unscripted, it makes the video boring.
Making up for it. Suck my ass.
Look at me, I'm so meta. I can tell people to suck my butt.
Now watch him go and take this video and try to do stupid commentary on this one. Like, bitch, get a life. Bitch.
They say use get a life. it has no effect.
Alright. What else is there to say?
Use a script? Use a script? Use a script?
I don't know. There isn't really much I want to say about this. I just had to mention it. Oh, well, I guess he also said, something about how I fuck up what I'm saying a lot. Yeah, I do that, and I don't really feel the need to edit it out, because it's just, people like...
And you wonder why people criticize or hate you.
See what I mean? People make mistakes. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's okay to make mistakes, but it doesn't mean it's okay to make crap. He didn't criticize it because it wasn't perfect. He criticized it because it has some flaws in it.
It's not like this is TV. It's just YouTube. It's just YouTube! It's not like it's a fucking movie!
Okay, explain me this. Smosh, Epic Rap Battle, Video Game High School, who aren't on TV, but it is scripted and edited. Even small channels like Some Call Me Johnny, Peanut Butter Gamer, Bogrock the Master, and many more that script and edit. You don't even need to be as big as them to script and edit because that's the most easiest things to do. Heck, you have the materials to do so on your computer already.
It's not like it's a Titanic. It doesn't need to be perfect. No, it does not.
Wait, you said people make mistakes, so Titanic, which is made by people, is perfect. Nice way to contradict yourself. Congratulations!
God damn. Okay. What else did he say? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't really... Okay, so in my comment... in the video, he was complaining about how he has only 300 subscribers and I have over 1,000. Okay. Well, my subscribers, tell me, oh, I love you, or oh, I love your videos, and sometimes ask why. The most common response is that I'm a blunt person, I'm an honest person. I just say what I think, what's on my mind, and I have no regrets. Well, for some things I have regrets, like, my ex-boyfriend. That's a huge regret. Okay, but regardless, well, off topic, whatever, I don't know what I'm saying right now.
Wait, she is honest. She said she didn't know what she's talking about. Once again, congratulations!
Oh. Okay, so... oh, and, they like a certain look on people, that I have, and... No, I did not just put my finger in my ear. It's right here. Right here. Just, right by my ear. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just some people like me. So
your subs like your pointless rambles. Do they have anything to do? Don't they have anything important? Unlike you?
Obviously I'm doing something right. Bitch.
I'm so meta!
Get over it. What, are you jealous? I don't know. Oh, okay, so in my comment, I mentioned that, and he's all saying that I'm bragging shit. Oh wait, no, I also said something about how I gained 100 subscribers in a month or two without posting anything. No, I was not bragging when I said that. I was just making a point that people like me, and that well, not people, some people like me. I was just making a point, and this fucker just has to go and try to make me look bad when really he's the one looking bad. He doesn't know what my intentions are, how I feel, how I think about things. He doesn't know who the fuck I am, so he just looks like an idiot.
It's wrong to do a commentary because you don't know what that person's life is, which isn't what content is all about. But it's okay to call someone be empathetic because I said so.
Complete idiot.
Wait. Look like an idiot? Like you? Okay, the last part of the video goes to wherever the heckville, which is a pretty nice place you should visit sometimes. And should I tell you what's wrong with this video? You've seen the video already. I'm done.
And there's been this idea going around that I'm just this ticking time bomb, serial killer, crazy fucking psychopath, and you know, I uploaded that picture of my new hunting bow I just got, and you know, people are also linking other videos around saying that, you know, I'm gonna kill somebody. So I thought that would be a good idea to talk about a lot of the hypocrisy that people have. Now, I have a really dark sense of humor, and I get angry and pissed off a lot, and I can say some things that are just fucking crazy and over the top, but let's just say that a lot of the things people say about me are true. Just play devil's advocate here, and say, I just flat out said that I'm going to fucking kill somebody, and when I said that, I was absolutely serious. Now, is that as bad as what other people are saying, or what other people even do? And to prove a point, let's look at some of the comments that were left on my chicken and cow save vigil that I posted a few days ago.
Knowing how your videos go is probably not as extreme as you think it is.
You should feel ashamed. You are a monster because you are murdering innocent plants and fruits by eating them. Worthless piece of garbage. Now, let's just assume that everything that guy just said was 100% serious, because everyone just loves to assume that everything I say is 100% serious. Now, this guy just compared killing plants to killing sentient beings. So, he's perfectly fine with murdering anyone, anything. He considers your life equal to that of a fucking plant, but for some reason he doesn't get the same criticism that I do, and everyone just laughs and thinks it's a joke.
There's one good reasoning. He never implied that he was going to kill people. He was mocking people like you with the "You're killing animals, you monster!" which is a joke. But that begs the question though, how does that compare to your joke to his? You're comparing apples to oranges here. Also, I love it how we're wrong for blowing a joke out of proportion, but it's okay when you do it.
Watched this with no problem. Have no qualms with eating meat. I could eat a burger while watching all the dismembered carcasses being loaded into a garbage truck. Now, this person has no problem with innocent animals who have committed no wrongdoing and have never hurt him be loaded into a fucking slaughterhouse, get fucking dismembered, and see their remains get loaded onto a garbage truck, and he can eat a burger while watching all that shit, and absolutely no emotion comes over him. Now, you people call me a crazy fucking psychopath who's a ticking time bomb who will kill without any fucking mercy or remorse, but this guy is willing to kill innocent animals who have done nothing.
I find it funny with your videos that when people eat meat, we're horrible human beings, while when animals eat meat, you let that slide. Do you know where animals get their meat from? I'll give you a hint. It's not from trees.
Funny how there's this double standard where if a vegan like me gets pissed off from hearing stupid shit like this and then makes a joke about killing someone, everyone fucking loses their shit, thinks I'm 100% fucking serious, and thinks vegans are out to just fucking kill humanity. But when a fucking meat eater jokes about the most cruel fucking industry on the planet that is causing the suffering and death of billions of fucking sentient beings every year, oh, it's just a joke, yeah, whatever.
It's not double standards. Your joke really isn't a joke. It's a death threat. And we take death threats seriously. And if you're going to compare killing animals for food resources to killing people, then you really need to get your P's and Q's together.
Chickens take dozens of innocent lives every day when they eat worms and bugs, so I don't feel at all sorry when one is killed. They're only getting what's coming to them. I hope you're not one of those posers who only cares about cute, fuzzy animals. Okay, so this person is saying that he doesn't care if chickens die because they kill innocent insects and worms. Okay, well, people kill chickens and many other fucking animals. So I guess this guy is a fucking homicidal maniac who's about to kill fucking the entire human race. Oh no, wait, he eats meat, so this has to be a joke. Or, you know what, even if he is totally serious, who the fuck cares? He eats meat. Only fucking vegans are crazy.
No, we're not saying that vegans are crazy. We're saying that what you said is freaking messed up and not a joke. Heck, if a meat eater did the same thing what you did, we would have gone on him because it's freaking messed up. This is seriously sound like those people who uses their race to explain why they're getting criticized.
The circle of life. Okay, so it's okay to kill fucking anyone, anything you fucking want, because circle of life. We're all gonna fucking die anyway, right? So let's just fucking kill anyone we want, huh? Why doesn't anyone call the fucking FBI or cops or say that this guy should be fucking locked up? Oh wait, it's because he eats meat. He must not be serious about this. When a vegan posts something about fucking killing someone or joking about death, they have to be serious because vegans are fucking crazy. But this guy who eats meat, he's cool. It's okay to joke about death when you eat meat.
You're comparing that comment to wanting to kill somebody? How freaking stupid can you be? Do you have a brain cell in that head? Oh, wow. That explains a lot. So, apparently there's a vitamin called B12, and if you don't have it, your brain won't function well. I guess that's the vegan diet! My final thoughts are, VeganKain, get serious. All you're doing is backing yourself in a corner, making the points that are flat out awful. Going out to say that was a dark joke proves how much you're trying to defend yourself. Dark jokes and death threats are completely different. One's making a joke about something like racism, and the other one's wanting to kill somebody. And the title isn't making things better for you. It's like putting gasoline on your lit body. Just admit your flaws and get over it.
What's up, motherfuckers and bitches and everybody out there in the YouTube community?
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we got the CCE champion, the rated R commentator, Edgy Mick Edge, and his opponent, some block in the corner.
This is Stuart McFerrin here with you once again, and welcome back to my channel yet again. And yes, it's that time again. It's yet another commentary here on the Stuart McFerrin commentaries.
No! Not the commentaries! Anything but the commentaries! At least show me the Zero versus ESAM match, please!
Show on my web show on my YouTube channel. This is season 1, episode 4. Now, let's get started with this episode. So, who am I going to commentate on? Oh yes, the person I'm going to be commentating on is Austin Patrick, and the video that I am commentating on is his video towards Matthew Davis, which is one of my greatest friends of mine on YouTube. Basically, he's a little immature to be on the internet and all that. So, he made this video like yesterday, but basically, what he explains about Matthew Davis, it makes absolutely no sense, and I'll explain my thoughts on the video and give my reaction and my opinions on the video. So, without further ado, let the commentary begin.
Hey guys, Austin here to talk about another...
Okay, first problem with this video, okay? Why is your voice high-pitched, okay? You haven't reached puberty yet, okay? Maybe you're, like, under 13, because according to the YouTube Terms of Service, I think that you're too young to be on the internet. I think that you're immature to be on the internet, so if I were you, wait a couple more years to be on the on YouTube. So, yeah.
Judging someone's age by their voice doesn't work because someone could have a deep voice for a young age. For example, me? Hear my voice? Yeah, but I'm 14. If you think of the same voice but a little higher, then you know how I sound when I was 12. And if he's under 13, why are you taking him seriously? You know, because the one rule of the internet obviously states that all kids are supposed to be taken seriously. Am I right? Skippity-doo!
Hate him. Why do I hate him?
Could you please elaborate as to why you hate that user?
What I find a huge disadvantage for live commentaries are the fact that you can criticize someone for something they're about to do the next minute. It seems to me that you didn't watch the video because you would have known that he was going to explain himself later.
Since we called truce, we're good. But the video he cringed with Matthew was very cringeworthy.
Well, I haven't checked out that video myself, but I don't think that it's cringe-worthy to me, in my own opinion. So, yeah.
You know that video I never watched? Yeah, it's alright. I never watched it, but it's alright. And how does you saying that disprove him wrong?
So, basically, he's been talking trash about me behind my back. Don't think I don't know Matthew.
Well, actually, you do know Matthew is because... oh looky, you just subscribed to his channel because according to your screen capture on Bandicam, you subscribed to his channel, so of course you know Matthew Davis. And now you said now you're acting and saying that you don't know him. My God, you're such a fucking hypocrite.
Just because you're subscribed to someone doesn't mean that you know them as a person. By that logic, I know who Shofu is despite me never talking to him. Also, he said, don't think I don't know Matthew, meaning that he knows Matthew. Another thing, get a dictionary, you'll understand why.
Like, seriously. You can't talk trash about somebody and have the...
Well, yeah, I don't know. You could talk trash about somebody, and you know what, Austin? You definitely fucking deserve it.
Why does he deserve that? You did not explain he comes off as being a jerk.
Find out.
And also, talking trash about somebody is called freedom of speech. They have every right to say whatever they want, whatever the fuck they want to say about them. They have every right to trash about them because. So, yeah, you can't just force someone to don't talk trash about them. Just leave it be, dumbass.
Remember that, will ya?
Okay. What he does on here is basically he has he has some kind of crush for Caroline Thetford.
Excuse me? Okay, what did you just said there? You have a... okay, Matthew does not have a crush for Caroline Thetford, okay? My God, are you like a fucking homosexual or something?
Homosexuality, a sexual attraction toward the same sex. Say someone has a crush on someone. You can't tell me with a straight face that those are the same, because they're not.
I'm serious. I'm sitting here... like Caroline Thetford, I don't like her videos.
Again, explain why. Explain. Okay, and now you're saying that you hate Caroline Thetford. Well, you know what? Fuck you. It's just, well, yeah, but you know what? Just, well, if you hate Caroline Thetford, could you explain why you hate her?
I know that you could explain yourself, but you don't like her videos means that you don't like her as a person, because logic isn't the key to the mind.
I think she's really incredibly boring and...
no she's not. She's actually pretty awesome. Oh, you dumb fuck.
You explained? But I don't agree with it. You're an idiot! Skippity-doo!
To my friend Keen. I don't like her. So, but seriously, it's like every other day. Message to...
Oh, and now you're yelling, and now you were just getting so butthurt, and you're just overreacting. My God, just so to go have sex, just go have gay sex with the Bees channel. Oh, as far as I care, my God.
Eat up, little kitty cat. I know that you love it. The cat's name? His name's Troll. I know, right? That's such a cute name for a little cat.
Hate Caroline Thetford for liking Robot Monster. Like, well, I don't care what she likes.
Well, that is true. Because people don't care what they like. It's just their opinion. I kind of had to agree with that. But you, Austin, you still suck.
So it's okay for her to have a different opinion, but it's not okay for him. What are the odds?
Like her. So, shut up. So, quit talking trash, Matthew.
Matthew isn't talking trash about somebody. It was you who talked trash about Matthew, and that is not okay. And you know what?
So it's okay for Matt to talk trash, but not him? You know what? God kill me now. Skippity-doo!
I'm like, shut up!
No, you shut up, you fat fuck.
Hey, look, it's the floating No You guy. What's up, No You?
Hey, cool boy, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
This kid is
Now you're becoming the hater.
Well, no, it isn't. It's not even true with you fat fucks. So if I were you, just get the fuck off the internet and don't even come back. And if you ever try to make a video out of me, I swear to God, I will fucking beat the living shit out of you and your fat ass bitches.
Jesus Christ, man. What the heck is wrong with you? Back! Back, you demon! Back! Be like those people off that rap movie, straight out of Compton, straight out of this house!
YouTube is funny. I mean, we have social rejects complaining about where are the real gamers at? Not even realizing that I am more of a gamer than the bulk of all of you clowns combined, as already proven. Understand your views and opinions aren't credible because, well, you aren't credible. Rookies aren't credible. Experience is credible.
Even with experience, those people can still be found saying ignorant things.
More has played more and has played longer than me.
I don't know. Anyone who plays games in the 50s, 60s, and 70s? So, yeah, there's people who play games longer than you.
So, the topic of today's video today. Amiibos. I mean, oh my god, Amiibos. Video game Happy Meals, people. You Nintendo fans, you're killing me. You are absolutely killing me.
How so? Because the toys?
You complain about DLC, but then again, you spend $15 on glorified video game Happy Meal toys.
So it's okay to buy DLC, but if it's like a Happy Meal toy, well then, it's of Satan.
$15 for a scannable e-reader or / memory card in the form of a Happy Meal. If you're above the age of 12, or better yet, you're a grown-ass man, oh my god, you need to feel ashamed. You need to feel ashamed of yourself and for what you're doing to the video game industry.
So buying an Amiibo, which is giving money to the industry, is hurting it. That makes sense.
About DLC and the price of video games being too high, yet you spend $15 on the equivalent of a video game Happy Meal.
I guess McDonald's are the only toy providers.
Hell, I've seen clowns like Furious Fanboy, upwards of $100, $120 on these goddamn Happy Meal toys for video games.
People will buy things they really like. Look at sports fans. They'll pay anything for their favorite team.
Do you know what you can do with $15 in the realm of video games? Go on to Steam.
According to Black Bond, every gamer has a Steam account.
Go on to Green Man Gaming. Go to citykeyprices.com. Let me know what you can do with $15 on one of those websites, because I guarantee you it involves actually playing a game instead of buying a Happy Meal.
Which is adding more to their gameplay.
God damn. This is what the great Nintendo has been reduced to, people.
Really, because Amiibos are doing well for Nintendo. Lots of people has bought out some of the Amiibos. There are some rare Amiibos that people will die for, and that's what Nintendo has reduced to.
No longer are they at the forefront of game development. No longer are they the pioneers of gaming. But now, they're at the front of making Happy Meals, copies of Skylanders for grown-ass men and man-children.
You should also know that it's also for children too.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Go625 back with another video, and today this is going to be a rant on Gurren Lagann. Yes, Gurren Lagann was on Toonami not too long ago, as we all know, and in my opinion, the show sucked. Plain and simple. You can say all you want about this anime. Oh, I've heard people say how good this anime is. It fucking sucked. Don't fucking kid yourselves. Sorry if you freaking liked it, but it was stupid. Honestly, it was stupid. I don't understand what the point of the anime was.
The point of the anime is to do everything in life. Go out there and do the impossible. See the invisible. Row, fight the power. Did I just do that?
I mean, okay. Before anyone says anything, Kamina was the main character. People would be like, oh, no, Simone, Kamina was gone for a long time. No, Okay, this is the criteria for a main character. A main character is the main focus and is the person that's leading or is the person that gets the most airtime.
If you want to go by that logic, then Simone's the main character, which he actually is, because he has more airtime than Kamiya because of his death. Also, not all leaders are the main characters like Tamaki and Roy Mustang. Those characters are leader-like, but they're not the main focus.
The first 9 episodes of this series, the person who was the main focus was Kamina. Kamina was getting more airtime than anyone. He was getting,
Scripting and editing, you better work on your scripting and editing!
Skippity-doo! Another reason why this episode sucked is because they had a cliffhanger episode. In the 6th episode, there's 27 freaking episodes. 27! 27! And they have the cliffhanger episode in episode 6. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Why? There hasn't been enough development yet of the characters, and you're already doing a cliffhanger.
What does cliffhangers have to do with character development? Don't you know cliffhangers are supposed to draw in more people to watch the next episode? And also they went over that 22 minutes. So rather than rushing out the episode, they continue the story in the next episode.
Kamino was killed off! He was killed off! For no real reason. He was fighting and, kept going until he died. I understand that logic. But that's something that should have happened at the end. It shouldn't have happened in episode 9 when there's 27 freaking episodes.
The purpose of Kamiya's death is to give Simone the strength to keep on going. Heck, he got the drill that pierced the heavens. Just who the hell do you think I am? What's up with these references? Skippity-doo!
The people say that the machineries, for Gundam fans, Gundams or Zoids,
it's Gunmen,
type of machineries were good, but no, they weren't. As a matter of fact, Gurren Lagann really took a lot of abstrations from Code Geass. The little fucking Gundam thing that they were using throughout the series that was kind of a little similar to the Gurren Mark II. You see that, Gurren, it's the same thing, kind of, there.
One, me not being a Code Geass fan, I don't know what you're talking about. You should use more than one picture. And 2, why does it matter if they look similar?
And then, of course, Simone was like the main leader of the new city that they created, and then he gets overthrown by his own friend, and really just kind of dragged that one out.
How did they drag it out? Ross removed Simone because he caused the city to be destroyed during the attack, which he was not supposed to be in.
Yeah, and God, this anime was stupid. It really was.
Okay, why is it stupid? You never explained.
And then the ending really was just so cheesy on so many levels. I know this is just kind of nitpicking here, but an ending where a person marries someone and then seconds later the person dies or disintegrates. What kind of stupid ending is that? Seriously. If she was gonna die, why not have an ending where, like Simone kisses her as she's disintegrating? Something like that. Why have a false wedding to marry her just so seconds after they're officially married, she dies or disintegrates? That's really stupid.
Nia did that to profess her love for Simone before she faded away. That's true love. Skippity-doo!
There's no way this series, people are saying that the robots are the best. No. Zoids will always, Zoids Chronicle Century will always be the best machinery anime. Code Geass, obviously it was a better anime, but Code Geass really wasn't just about Nightmare Frames. That was more of a strategist anime that just happened to have those in there. That was like more of a Code Geass was more of a strategist thing. You know, the Nightmare Frames, which are like kind of like Gundams, were basically just like add-ons, basically. You know, because those were like military strengths essentially. You know, they weren't heavily reliant on those in Code Geass. You know, it was more about the leaders and stuff like that.
Funny, because Code Geass is considered a mech anime. Skippity-doo!
And there was too much funny crap going on. I know animes can occasionally have those little comedy, you know, skits here and there, but it just seemed that they just dragged that on way too much. Like, there was too much of that shit going on in the anime. I mean, just look at, Yayoko, I think her name was. Probably said her name wrong. But her, you know, I mean, she was decent. She was a decent character, but there was some inconsistency with her character, too. Like, she went on, you know, to be, like, a teacher. Like, I mean, I know, it was like kind of like, you know, she wanted to get out of that whole lifestyle, but she was already in that lifestyle to begin with. So her becoming a teacher was kind of dumb.
Even though you just answered yourself.
She was trying her hardest to like pretend that she didn't know what was going on and stuff like that. Or trying to make her kids think that she wasn't who they thought she was. I mean, come on. When you're one of those people, you gotta like do that. And you know, she should have, you know, really been more involved with the whole government process, at least in some type of capacity, even like a consultant.
Why does she have to? She can do whatever she wants.
Now, I did say that I regret making that Lance 1000 commentary, but after seeing Master TP10's commentary on that commentary, on my commentary, I said, hey, I did not regret making that video.
Because he definitely defended me.
Oh yeah, and guess what? I changed my avatar. To who? This guy. You're welcome.
Who's that?
Pokemon?
It's Pikachu! Mike?
My God.
Purple! Shut up! All of me! Okay?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up about Flappy Bird.
Wait a second. Is that Speagonia? One, it's obvious that Girly Girl X actually has the means to actually use his own voice.
Because, you know, instead of criticizing Girly Girl X's commentary on Dan, all you had to do is just go off topic. Nice job, buddy.
Sir, I really don't appreciate you cutting Lance off like that.
Dude, what is wrong with me audio ducting? There's nothing wrong with audio ducting someone's videos. I was not cutting someone off, and I was just audio ducting. That's it.
But the point that you brought up was long enough to be an interject.
And you know, I remember one time, George, when you typed to me in a comment that you said that, oh, you're not allowed to be funny in commentaries, you're supposed to be serious and shit, and I have to ask, George, do you hate humor?
Oh, god damn it, overused memes.
What the fuck is this thing called? A joke!
Dude, my point is that text joke is overused. Also, why do you keep censoring your cursing and stuff? Dude, YouTube is a website for teenagers and young adults, so you can curse whatever the hell you want. Oh look, now I'm cursing.
First, you didn't explain why it's an old meme. Second, YouTube is for everyone, so no you. Third, and most importantly, it's his content, so he can censor whatever he wants.
Oh, so apparently he just had to remind me about my last commentary on him. Okay. Also, Girly Girl X, please be more constructive in the future. Wait, I just did a commentary on a crappy commentary on a crappy commentary. God help me.
And I did a commentary on a crappy commentary on a commentary on a crappy commentary. Well, I have nothing else to say, so yeah, goodbye everybody.
So, commentaryception?
And he decides to end his video like that.
It was a joke. It was a joke, honey. It was a joke.
The last thing I want to say is that bananas are cool, so you should eat them. Okay, thanks, bye.
Now, this guy right here is very critical about the game right now. So he says he's been saying that I've been playing Pokemon Go every morning for the past week. Nick and I have been going to be honest. I don't think I like it. I just chose what I wanted to read, alright? I know the words weren't there, but anyway. I'd be walking down the street of a train station, and then suddenly my phone would vibrate to show me a Zubat in the middle of Manhattan. Alright, I mean, okay, I get it, but dude, it's a fucking Pokemon encounter. You see that kind of shit in the game and you're not bothered with it, alright? So just fucking deal with it. It's just not that big a deal. If you dealt with it in the game, you can just deal with it here. Like, dude, chill. It's aight. It's so cool. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
You know who's fine with this? The writer himself. This is why we're not supposed to be quick to debunk a point, because it may make you look dumb, especially in this situation where the writer doesn't have a problem with random encounters. That problem comes later. In other words, listen, or in this case, read the whole point before attempting to debunk a point to prevent yourself from looking like an idiot.
And he says, that's cool, I guess, except for the fact that fighting and catching the Zubat played out nothing like it would in an actual Pokemon game. I just swiped the ball across the screen and I don't know what that word is and hoped for the best. There's no strategy to that. And to me, there's no fun. Okay, so that's kind of annoying. I just swiped a Pokeball across the screen, so that is exactly nothing like how you would in the normal game where you would just press a Pokeball on the screen and there's no actual strategy to that. What strategy is there to catch a random Pokemon?
Even if there isn't much to do while catching a Pokemon in the main series games, you have to take in consideration how to not kill the Pokemon, fighting what stat sounds will help against the Pokemon, etc. He could also refer how there's not battling to catch a Pokemon, making the game boring for a game that's supposed to be the Pokemon games in real life.
And we get to the juiciest part of the direct, which is Ridley as a stage hazard. But you know, the funny thing about this is that this was confirmed from the fucking beginning, right? Been saying this since the beginning. The moment Sakurai posted that picture on one of the Miiverse updates he said, here's the Pyrosphere from Mother M. Be careful, an enemy from Samus's past may appear at any minute. That's not the exact wording, but that's what...
That doesn't mean Ridley's a boss. Yes, Ridley has a possibility, but not confirmed. It says from Samus's past, and I'm pretty sure Samus fought other bosses than Ridley, like King Hugger, Brogmas, Grun, whatever, or the one of them all, Kraid.
Has tons of dislikes. I have been just hating on Smash boards and certain, Smash groups and stuff like that. Oh, Shokio's so dumb. The whole too big argument is so retarded and redundant. It doesn't make any sense. Who is the retarded ones now? Because this is the second time, people. This is the second time Ridley had a model made and a moveset made. And of course, not a full-fledged moveset like a playable character, but he goes beyond the simple, moves. He has more moves than an assist trophy does. You see what I'm saying? So he has his own little moveset, whatever. And he is still not a playable character. In Brawl, Sakurai could just use the time he used to make the boss model and all that stuff in the Suspect Emissary, made him a playable character. And now with the stage hazard, he could have taken that time to just make him a playable character. If he wanted to make him a freaking playable character, he would have done it by now.
Because Sakurai had time to do it, but didn't do it anyway, doesn't mean Ridley's not going to be a playable character.
He is, Samus's arch nemesis. He is arguably the most significant antagonist in the Metroid series. I mean, yeah, technically he's always been a, smaller, he's considered a smaller boss compared to, Mother Brain and whatnot, but he is the most reoccurring character, and he's the most significant character to Samus, right? Right? So naturally, you would think that he would be the next Metroid rep. So, what is it about Ridley that is preventing him from being a playable character? Maybe it's his fucking size. Maybe it's his fucking size.
The too big argument has been disproven by many. Coming from a game where accurate sizing doesn't matter, there's even a video out there that proves that it can happen in keeping Ridley big. Plus, Sakurai disproved accurate sizing.
Deal with it. And I still see people, there's still a chance for DLC because Mewtwo. I even saw one dude say, Charizard was a Pokeball in his stage hazard at one point. Yeah, but the minute he became a playable character, was he still a stage hazard? Was he still a Pokeball? No.
Could the same thing happen to Ridley? Yes.
Be retarded and put him in a future Smash game? But as far as Smash 4 goes, Ridley is not going to be in the game, period.
Baseless argument is baseless.
Smash 4, period. And somebody on Twitter has a because I made a tweet. I said all Ridley fans eat shit.
Because being a jerk is funny.
Because I was just so happy to finally have the whole debate. And some dude on Twitter had the nerve to say, I understand it's fun to make poke fun at people, whatever. But don't be immature and be an asshole about something. Have you seen the shit? Some really supporters have said to me or about me some horrendous stuff. I had people who want to fight me. Really talk about they would punch me in my face. Talking about Shokio was shit, the dumbest human being I've ever seen because of that Ridley video. Okay. I had the right to tell them to eat shit.
Because some people in a group told you mean things, it's okay to tell the entire group to eat crap rather than tell those people. And you're treating it like all Ridley supporters does this. Maybe they'll say that video was dumb, but not traverse the way those people did it. The main issue with this segment was that Shokio was condescending and calling people stupid for supporting Ridley, even though they have facts to back them up. Other than him relying on baseless observation, here's the thing. It's not wrong to not support a character, but it is wrong to call people stupid even though your point is very close-minded and ignorant.
What's going on, people? This is Shok. Before I get started, shout-outs to Papa John's. Papa John's Master Race.
No! Pizza Hut's Master Race is better!
You guys already know I want Roy in the game. And let me say something about these Roy haters, right? Because you guys are retarded. You are. And that's a fact you guys have to accept if you want to move on with your lives. Because you same dudes talking about we don't want Roy in here were the same dudes who wanted Rosalina, wanted Bowser Jr., all that stuff, right?
Yeah, because saying such a bold statement with no evidence is okay. Really? Seriously, dude? You're implying that every Roy hater wanted Rosalina and Bowser Jr. That's the main problem I have with your videos, Shokio.
We got 9, goddamn, I think it's not, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser Jr., Rosalina, Wario, Yoshi. Am I missing somebody? If I am, oh well, but that's 8. And yes, Wario and Yoshi count as Mario characters. I actually had people talk about, Wario isn't a Mario character. He's a WarioWare character. I understand what you're saying, and yes, he does have his own emblem, but no. No. That is damage control. He's a goddamn Mario character, okay? Same goes for Yoshi. So we can have 8, 9, Mario characters, right? We can have 10 freaking Pokemon, but for some reason we can't have 5 Fire Emblem reps? Why exactly? When we have 10 people in every other franchise, other than Star Fox and Earthbound, and of course, Metroid and F-Zero. But, we can have all these other characters, taking up 50% of the roster in a single franchise, right? That's okay, but we can't have just 5. Just 5 Fire Emblem characters. If you ask me, we need another Fire Emblem character that does not have blue hair. Okay, we need some goddamn variety with those guys.
The Roy haters might be complaining about Roy being a clone character, which the game has enough of.
Pop in Project M, play Project M Roy, and you'll see exactly what I mean by a redesign is such a simple solution, because Roy is very different from Marth and Project M while looking similar. And I hate when, guys get on the whole thing about clones, because they're really just looking at, the aesthetics, right? The visuals. Oh, that moveset looks visually the same, so they say it's the same, but, the hitboxes will work different. The active frames would be different, the angle at which the moves hit would be different, and stuff like that. They don't look into all the intricacies and stuff like that.
Here's the thing. It's Smash Bros.
All the clones are like that.
But, here's one thing I don't think people are really keeping in mind with this ballot. People are pretty much just voting for who they want, which is fine. And of course, that's the whole point of this thing. But at the same time, I feel that people are completely neglecting the fact that this is still just going to come down to priority and eligibility. You see what I'm saying? It pretty much is going to boil down to what characters are more deserving than others. I see a lot of, gamers along with these the respective indie developers, talking about they want Shantae and Shovel Knight, stuff like that. Now Shantae and Shovel Knight, they're cool characters, and they could definitely be ported straight over to Smash Bros. Their movesets would be so easy to do, right? They're perfect fits. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. They're perfect characters for the Smash Bros. Series. But are they the most deserving? You see what I mean? yeah, technically Shantae's been on Nintendo for a long time, but remember, guys, we're probably just gonna have 4 to 5, if even that. You know, maybe like 3 max, like actual slots, DLC slots, you know, after Lucas. We don't have an unlimited amount of characters Sakurai's just gonna infinitely keep making, you know, for this game, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about not only what we would perceive as most deserving, but also what Sakurai would perceive as the most deserving. You see what I'm saying? Sakurai, I don't think Sakurai would look at Shovel Knight and Shantae and be like, yeah, I'll pick them over King K. Rool or Roy or Isaac or Wolf. You see what I'm saying?
I kinda see your point, but that breaks the whole point of the ballot, where it's about what the fans want rather than deserving. I mean, some of your logic would apply towards characters like Goku or Superman, but where companies are willing to give out their characters, skippity-doo!
What do I think about Banjo-Kazooie? Honestly, and I know I might get some flack for this, but I think people just need to let Banjo go. I'm sorry. I know I might have just, you know, blasphemed to a lot of you guys, whatever. But that's one of those instances where I'm just like, people need to let go of the past. You know, Rare is dead. Banjo was great, but like, y'all, let's just leave him be. Leave him in his grave. You know, just leave him in his grave. Leave him be. And yes, he was a big Nintendo icon back in the day, but that was literally like way back in 1995. You know, like when the N64 came out or whatever. I think that's the year N64 came out. I'm not sure. 1995. I was a little baby then. You know, whatever. I'm only 21. But, you know, the same kind, and I know this, well, a lot of you guys be like, what, to this too, but the same kind of goes for King K. Rool. It's like, yeah, we do need more villains, yeah, we need a DK villain at that, but it's like, King K. Rool, when was the last time we've seen this dude? You know? And then that's the kind of stuff on my PS4.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Not only that's disrespectful towards people who wants the character, and I mean the reasoning behind it, it also contradicts the characters you want, which are Roy and Crystal, which your logic can apply to them because when's the last time you saw Roy, especially Crystal? They're as irrelevant as Banjo and King K. Rool.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just aren't thinking of, you know, in terms of viability and the actual realistic chances these characters have over actual Nintendo characters or characters who are much more closely related to Nintendo's, you know, such as Wonder Red from Wonderful 101. That game wasn't made by Nintendo, but, you know, Nintendo does own that IP, and the game is kind of Nintendo-ish, you know, just in general. You know what I mean?
I have 2 things to debunk this argument. This one, and this one. This opens, especially this one, opens the floodgates for third-party characters.
So, Isaac Johnson, anyone? The guy that Awesome Commentators commented on? Regardless if you know the guy or not, he recently made a commentary on people who make commentaries on him, and considering himself a dead horse. Let's watch this beauty unfold.
This is not easy, dude!
As we see here, we see the lazy editor doing its daily routine, text and pictures. It's pretty common with creatures like these. Hush. Move carefully. It could see us. They don't like the sound of critique.
So you're probably wondering what exactly I'm talking about. Well, you know how in the commentating community people always say don't ride on a dead horse or whatever? Well, I'm starting to become a dead horse. Yeah, people are really commentating about me a lot. I wasn't going to make a video about this, but I thought it would just be interesting to know that, hey guys, don't make commentaries on me, because I am in fact a dead horse.
It's surprising that you don't even know what a dead horse is. A dead horse is when someone has been commented on so much to the point that there isn't anything new to bring to the table. And you only having 4 commentaries out and has been commented on 4 times, and one of them actually being good, RCV5. With one good commentary that brought up good points, there's still things that you can bring to the table.
Kind of sad to say out loud, but yeah, I don't know whether to think of it as cool or to think of it as kind of bad that already people are commentating on me. I mean, I like the publicity. It's actually really nice to hear what people think about my videos. And to see that I am, in fact, getting a lot of commentaries. But yeah, to have something unique on my channel, I thought was just needed. We really needed to see this, and I just want everyone to know that this is unscripted. So yes, if I make mistakes, I will make mistakes. So do not criticize that.
You know, telling people not to criticize you is not going to stop people from criticizing you, especially for the fact that you are making a commentary unscripted, with the fact that you don't have a good track record, and it's not really a commentary. But if you think it is, then do what helps commentaries: scripts.
But yeah, I just wanted to say that, guys, please, I'm here to defend myself as well as tell you that I am a dead horse. I'd like to say that those 3 videos, they were my first videos, guys. Just leave them alone.
Just because they're your first commentaries doesn't stop people from pointing out the flaws in them. Granted, one of the 4 commentaries were good, but I digress.
I've heard in the commentating community multiple times that if you bring something new to the table, you are allowed to commentate on what is considered old news. And I think in all my videos, I managed to bring something different to the table. And I think I had well-developed points in my commentaries. In fact, I think my points were more developed than the people who were actually commentating on me.
3 comms on you sucked, but whatever. Can you please tell me what you brought new to the table? Because your Gligar and Mario comms were just like, no, it's not. The game's good though. And your comment on Sean, the point that you brought up, it is his bad acting. Oh, brother. You didn't bring anything new to the table, unless I'm missing something? Which, given an example, would help.
And believe me, I do write a script. And while I think, yeah, maybe I could, emphasize on my points a bit, elaborate a bit more, I think my points were well developed. I think they were very well developed. I spent a lot of time writing my scripts. And to think people actually think I didn't develop my points enough is just very strange to me.
Maybe they were good points. Probably because other people said it.
I'm not saying I'm the best at English, but even so, I think my points were very well done for what they were, especially for videos that people were complaining about them being trolls and everything. It's like, for what I did, it was pretty good, and I did bring something new to the table. So if anyone wants to comment on that, that's my point to this. That's my point, that I did bring something completely different.
No, it's not. It's a good game, though. Well-developed points. So freaking original.
And guys, I want you all to know that this is a pastime. I did not start... If you look on my channel, you will see that it is not a commentating channel. I have exactly 3 commentaries, with this one coming up soon. And I don't really count that other commentary because it was kind of not a commentary. It was just something I was writing. But even so, I have exactly 3 commentaries. It's not a commentating channel. If I decide to do something on the side, that's my business. But that's what I'm doing. It was something for fun. So, you can criticize it, but just remember, I am not doing this seriously. So I can pick any topic that interests me. And that's what interested me. A few trolls. And is that wrong? No, it's not. I think we should all agree that it isn't.
Just watching this part furthers the point that you're shielding from criticism. Like free commentaries? I do free commentaries. Pretty much everyone does free commentaries. How is that supposed to stop criticism? I'm doing this for fun. The people who are doing commentaries, like me, are doing it for fun. Commentaries 20? I made that for fun. And that's my best commentary. Just because it's for fun doesn't excuse it for being crap. I'm going to end the video here. Isaac, in this video, all you're doing is blocking criticism from people. Those people are trying to, at least, is trying to make you improve your commentaries. So rather than block the criticism, take it in. Hopefully once you take in the criticism, you'll be a very entertaining commentator. In the meantime, stop blocking criticism.